Don't forget, in order for your vote to count, you need to put !vote space !color. You guys are awesome. This turnout is insane. I'll see you in about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's go. Okay, it looks like the winner today is gonna be blue. It was really close at first, but looks like we got a winner. Howdy, my name is Nonat, and I am so freaking ready for this stream. Hello to all, how many of you? 138 of you, and we are just now starting. I am so freaking excited, but first, that poll was not for no reason. The winner of the poll, of course being blue, means we're gonna be starting with the blue potion today. I've got 3 magic potions brewed over here, each one delightfully spiked. Please look blue in the glass. Please look blue in the glass. Hey, look at that. Ooh, look at that, that's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Good choice, y'all, good choice. I'm so ready. We still got red and green on the backlog. We'll be getting to those later. Hello, Red Sage. What up, Remy? What up, Session? Christian, Bruno, Extru, Roll for Combat's in here. Claudio, Srivasu, Lucife, Cianine, Kui, Bernardo, Zinthoras, Bruno. There's so many. I can't say hi to everybody. Hello to all of you. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm playing the Alchemist today. That's true. It's time to talk Secrets of Magic, y'all. I want you all to know. Come here. I want you to know. I'm going to turn the music off. I want you to know. Thank you, Cianine, for the sub. I want you all to know. I got this PDF 5 days ago, and I have not opened it because I wanted to wait to look at it with you. I could have read this whole thing. I could have made some character theories. I could have played with it. I waited. I waited with you. So let's jump in and review Secrets of freaking Magic, baby! We got the freaking Magus and the Summoner Iconic right up front. Let's go! I'm ready. I'm moving this. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and get scrolling. I don't know if I want to go in order or just hit, like, specific things. Oh, the treat. I do want to just... I'm not going to, like, read them out front, but I want to check out these treatises. Because what they added in the intro of the book is a treatise sort of explaining each tradition from the point of view of one of those spellcasters. I got some for schools, some for magical essences. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, look at the cat boy! Why are his claws? Is that? Oh, yo, is that a Magus? Yo, is that a cat Magus? Is that a Meowgus? Is that a Meowgus? Do you believe in magic? In a Nonat soul? Magical tattoos, personal staves, fulus, grimoires. I'm so excited. The Book of Unlimited Magic. What? All right. Y'all know the rules. If I ever say, that's so cool, that's a sip. Play along at home if you're of age, of the 180 of you. Oh, I made that so strong. Oh, that's so strong. Woo! I'm gonna be sipping that. I'm gonna be sipping that. All right. This was such a cool... They leaked this picture at PaizoCon, and it's still the coolest thing. How, like, arcane is opposite divine, occult is opposite primal, occult is all about the mind and the spirit, primal's so freaking neat, and it all makes so much sense. I love it. Can you drink chalky milk? Of course you can drink chalky milk. Chalky milk, while not as good as pure milk, is still good. Okay. I don't need the introduction. We're going to be here for hours. Paizo gave Celtiel a shirt. Absolutely unacceptable. He's the Magus iconic, right? Thank you, Elali, for the... How much is that in US dollars? For the $1.50. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, my word. So is it every time you say the word cool? Specifically, that's so cool. If you want to drink after I say cool, go for it. You'll die. Essentials of magic. Learn how magic works. The classes, of course. Over 200 new spells. Oh, my word. Monks are divine and occult. Where does that fall? Divine and occult are next to each other, yeah. It's arcane, occult, primal, divine. No, arcane, occult, divine, primal, sorry. Magic items, I'm low-key most excited for magic items. Is that weird? I feel like I'm in the minority there, where I'm most excited for the magic items, because I love them. When Sirocco, I don't know what that means. Oh, rude, Josh. I see what you did. I see your trick there. I made that way too strong. Oh, my God. And then the Book of Unlimited Magic. Dive deep into strange new forms. Oh, okay, so those are like the alternate magical rules. Elementalism, geomancy. Oh, those are the archetypes. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at the summoner. Oh, she's so confused. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, my word. Thank you, Aylali, for the donation. I forget. What is 10 in French? I don't know. My girlfriend's the one who knows French. I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, I think is 9. Traditional treatises. Elementary thaumaturgy. Journeys of the Spirit and Flesh. Oh, my word. These are like in-game writings. And it's so good. Ah, it's so neat. Dude, chat is on top of French. All right. 9, 10. I haven't played Overwatch in 2 years. The 8 Arches of Incantation. There's so much here. I don't have time to go into the flavor because there's so much mechanics to go into. Yes, by the way, if you're at all interested in this, go pick up this book. There's the PDF, which is available right now, or you can order the physical copy, which is going to be amazing. Excerpt from Chapter 1 of Principles of Elementary Thaumaturgy, 7th edition, Academy 4720 by Toph Ornelas. Oh my word. Thank you for the $5, Night Theft. I hope the occult casters get more than cantrips. I would imagine they would. I imagine everyone's going to get more stuff. I can't sit here and read this, but see, like, this is an excerpt from an actual, like, in-world book. PDF is 15, book is 50. That's not bad. PDF for 15 is not bad at all. I want to read this. I really do, but I don't have time. I'll have to read this on my downtime, but I just love that this is in-lore canonical writing. That's really neat. And there's more! Chapter 3. It's so good. It's so good. 4th level incendiaries such as Fireball, Invisibility, Clairvoyance, common names popular in certain regions, Invocation of the Blind. Oh, I love it. Oh my word. There's so much. Okay, so this is the cleric one. Journeys of the Spirit and Flesh. Holy cow. Thank you, Cherry Gaijin, for another $5. Do you like my channel idea where I'm going over monsters and how to use them uniquely in writing? Can I send the first video to you when I'm done? Sure. I can't promise I'll have time to check it out, as I'm always busy, but it sounds really cool, and I will definitely try to. Go for it. The oracles. There's so much here. There's so much here, and the treaties themselves would take an hour to get through. They're so cool looking. So, like, this is just like a note. This is just like a note, not even an excerpt from something. It's just a note. From the desk of Javin Varest, curator of Apocrypha. What? There's Primal. That's just a handwritten note. Literally you get off of work. All right, Sylvan, throw me on. I'll keep you company on your drive home. This art, look at this, like, it's like a little fetish. That's so cool. What's more? On essences. Dude, Dude, like, there's even little, like, scrawls here, like, oh, Lazaril, can you take a look at this essay taken from my most recent publication? I'm hoping to reprint it for a larger audience. Like, this doesn't add anything mechanical, but it adds a world of flavor, and that's what I love you for, Paizo. Thank you. Holy cow, this is just an essay. This is just a magical essay, and I'm so here for it. This book is my fetish. Holy cow. All right, we need to move on. The 8 arches. Oh, there's just so much information. There's a whole section just for the 8 schools. Like, you know, the colors of abjuration, which celestial body it relates to, the animal most akin to that school of magic. What? How much is there for each school? A page? 2 pages? Okay, a page. Conjuration. Spiders? I guess because they reproduce so fast. Oh my word. Yo, welcome, Taco. What's up, dude? A creative burst with a $5 donation. Thank you. Occult One perfectly explains why Bard is a primary occult caster. Really? Okay, I'll have to check these out. I don't want to read them here verbatim on stream. If you want to read them for yourself, check them out. I want to get to the mechanics. I'm just really giving the colorful, flavorful stuff the time of day. Divination. Oh my god, that's so cool looking. Like identifier or something like that. Oh, enchantment. Yeah. Oh my word, this art. Oh my word, all of this art. Happens to me every stream. I always have to back out and then come back in. Huh, weird. Holy cow, there's so much depth here, Remy. Like, the schools themselves have so much going on. Read just one school. Okay, I'll read one school. It might be Conjuration. Let me look at the rest. Necromancy, and I do like Transmutation. Let's read Transmutation. I like Transmutation. I even have hero cards here. Wow. Oh, did I say cool? All right, I'll drink. I'm sorry. Transmutation. We shall finish our study with transmutation, the art of using magic to alter what already exists in the world. Unlike conjuration, transmutation creates nothing new. Unlike illusion, its changes and transformations are indisputably real. Transmutation permits the partial or complete transformation of oneself or another creature or inanimate objects. Subjects can become larger or smaller, quicker or slower, older or younger. A transmuter can alter a form in limited aspects or transform it altogether. For instance, a transmuter might give someone gills and fins to swim in the sea, or turn them into a fish entire. Witches who turned ungrateful princes into frogs, or petrified thieves who stole from their cottages in children's tales, were experts in transmutation. The versatility of transmutation makes it one of the most widely useful disciplines, particularly as transmutation is not limited to affecting only specific targets or environments. It can be applied anywhere, and few are immune to its effects, although the difficulty of reshaping a subject without their minds and bodies' consent means that relatively few transmutation spells are directly offensive in nature. Consequently, one major limitation of the school is that the transmuter must either be reliant on allies in a fight, or willing to step to the front lines of battle, as transmutation is rather lacking in options for annihilating one's enemies from afar. A secondary weakness is that it is virtually impossible to employ transmutation effects without tipping one's hand as to the magic. While transmutation can be fairly subtle, it does not offer the tracelessness of illusion or enchantment. In fact, the parallels between enchantment and transmutation strike me as quite apt. Where one alters the mind with little domain over the physical, transmutation can reshape matter and space but find no purchase on the psyche. While many transmutations of inert objects are permanent, alterations to living creatures are generally temporary. This is, however, not always so. Powerful spellcasters have altered the bloodlines of entire families, even species branching new forms of life from the old. In a sense, these creatures are a transmuter's children, and thus carry on a legacy more vibrant and lasting than any other spellcaster can dream of. I do not suggest, of course, that this is every transmuter's goal, any more than it is every necromancer's goal to attain lichdom. But it is not wrong to say that those who devote themselves to the art of altering the world do hope, in some sense, to make a lasting mark on it. With transmutation, they can press their fingertips deeply into the strands of life, and know that the imprint of their work will survive for untold centuries to come. Though I have presented a few minor drawbacks, make no mistake, transmutation is a many-advantaged school, famed for its unbeatable versatility. As the right spell permits virtually anything to be altered into anything else, a transmuter is never without the tools for the job. Holy cow, this is so neat. Oh, all right, yeah, I can't do that for every single one, but oh my word. Ooh, the new backgrounds. All right, y'all, mechanics, mechanical stuff. Boom. We had the Academy Dropout. One of my players in a new campaign I'm playing took this one. You were enrolled at a prestigious magical academy, but you've since dropped out. Maybe there was a momentous incident, maybe you had to return to other responsibilities, or perhaps it was just too much for you. One's to intelligence or charisma, one is a free ability boost, trained in arcana and academia lore, and dubious knowledge skill feat. Nice. I'm so glad I stayed for the beginning of the stream and saw your beautiful face. Thank you, Srivasu. Have a good night. Astrologer. Intelligence, wisdom, free boost, occultism, astrology, oddity identification. I don't really know where oddity identification comes into astrology, but pretty cool nonetheless. Eidolon contact? You've come into contact with a disembodied being of a magical essence known as an Eidolon. You might have forged a powerful conduit with that Eidolon, allowing you to manifest it as a summoner, but it's much more likely that you lost contact over time. Interesting. Constitution or Charisma, one's a free ability boost. Thank you for the sub, Ukaliba or Ukolbia. Go for the rare backgrounds. I'm just gonna go. So my plan is to stream for 2 or 3 hours. That's the plan. We'll see how my voice does. We'll see how my inebriation does. But that is the plan. Thank you, Remy, for the $2 Canadian donation. Just like that, I ordered the book. Boom. Let's go, dude. So exciting. So exciting. You're trained in your choice of arcana, nature, occultism, or religion, and you pick a specific Eidolon. Okay. Interesting. Dubious knowledge again. They really like dubious knowledge. False mediums? There
are people in this world who possess the ability to pierce the veil between the world of the living and the world of the dead, allowing them to communicate with spirits. You
are not one of them, but you know enough about the occult. I love it. Let's see what you get. Intelligence or charisma. One is a free ability boost, trained in occultism, fortune-telling lore, and deceptive worship. Very cool. Very, very cool. Magical merchant. Ooh. Crafting, mercantile lore, crafter's appraisal. Love it. Magical misfit. Trick magic item. That makes sense. Musical prodigy. That's such a cool background. What skill do you get? What skill feat? For that one, virtuosic performer. Virtuosic, sorry. Bill Murray and Ghostbusters. Yo, dark humor for the $10. Ice clanking in glass always adds a layer of class. Doesn't it, though? Oh, that blue one's really gross. I added way too much alcohol compared to the soda. Occult librarian, schooled in secrets, plant whisperer. I love it. Natural medicine, street preacher. Yes, street preacher. The end has come. It's the end of days. Student of magic, recognize spell. Not bad, not bad. All right, rare magical backgrounds. People are saying that this is where it gets great. How many likes for you to read the lore section like this? Oh, I don't have time. But I'm just saying, imagine if we had 200 likes in the chat. I'm just saying, there's 280 of you in here. Oh my god. All right. Anti-magical? Magic has never worked quite right around you. Perhaps you have become a magic user in spite of that, or you use your unique ability to fight magic users. You still get 2 boosts. Lore skill. Whenever you would be affected by magic, even your own magic or an ally, DC 3 flat check. On a failure, it doesn't affect you? What? Are you... I'm sorry? I know it's a really low chance, but that's insane. That's a 15% chance to ignore all magic forever. Granted, also allied magic, but still, that's nuts. I'm glad it's rare, but oh my word. My player would need a dang good reason for that. Like, if they were playing a superstition barbarian, I'd probably allow it. But that's nuts. The teleport teleported everyone else in the party, but I rolled a 3, so, oh my... Wait. Oh, okay, 10%. I see. Three passes. I had it backwards. Still, a 10% chance to ignore a fireball? That's nuts. That's actually insane. I think if this didn't work on damaging effects, it would make more sense, because just because you're anti-magic shouldn't make you immune to the flames of a fireball, but then there'd be a lot of fuzzy lines. This is crazy. That's absolutely insane. 10% is nuts. Alright, Chosen One. Your birth has fulfilled a prediction, and people close to you are counting on you to do great things. There's intense pressure on you to be up to the task, and the fickle nature of prophecy complicates the path. Strength or charisma on a free one. Decide with your GM the basics of the prophecy in which you're meant to play a part. You're trained in one skill related to the prophecy and the fortune-telling lore skill, and you gain a free action. If you ever fail a saving throw, attack roll, or skill check, you twist the prophecy in your favor. Once per day, just re-roll. For 24 hours afterward, the GM can have you re-roll a success. Oh, that's fun. Okay, that's not super overpowered. That's really fun. Reroll a fail. The GM forces you to reroll a save. Ooh, I like that a lot. That's amazing. I would allow my players to play that one. Holy cow. But that's the thing, you can always break a prophecy, you know? That's what's nice about this. It's not a guarantee, you know, it's not choose to succeed or GM chooses you to fail. It's a chance to bend the prophecy, to force your own success, to force a failure. I like that. Trying to fight against the prophecy, but the prophecy always trying to rectify things. I love it. Time to put it on the evil GM gloves. Which one do we make you re-roll? Is it the reflex save against the fireball? Is it the reflex save to grab a ledge? I don't know, but that's really cool. Yo, TK, what's up, dude? How you doing? Also, we're over 300 viewers like that. Can we talk about that? How we're at 313 viewers right now, 30 minutes in? Insane. Against the finger of death. It's the crit against my boss. That's the one you reroll. Alright, Genie Blessed. Charisma, free ability boost, diplomacy, genie lore. For 1 second, for just a brief second, I thought that said, you gain wish as a free action. You just gain wish as an innate spell. Yo, Stark, what's up? Thank you for the $5. New campaign idea. Every PC has to take Chosen One. The end goal is to find out which one is actually the Chosen One. Holy cow. I love it. Oh, what's up? Yo, welcome, Eric. This is the first time YouTube told me this was live. Hey, you haven't missed too much. We've just recently gotten into the actual mechanics. Everything before that was flavor. Once per day, if you are about... Okay, once per day, give yourself luck. A Genie Blessed Halfling would be insane. A Genie Blessed Halfling would actually be nuts. Wish for luck and Halfling luck? Wow, that's just 2 rerolls every day. You could just make the ultimate lucky character. But I like it. That's cool. You better say that wish really, really fast. I wish for money. Magical experiment? At some point in your life, powerful people performed magical experiments on you that changed you permanently. You may have signed up for this voluntarily, but it may have been against your will. You still bear the marks as well as the abilities. You gain 1 ability boost. It must be the Constitution. You become trained in occultism and academia lore. You gain 1 special ability. It can be enhanced senses, resistant skin, resistance equal to half your level against a particular type of damage between acid, cold, electric, fire, or sonic. Cool. Ooh, touch telepathy. That's fun. I bet you could go beyond those, too. Like, honestly, those would not be the only 3 options. Yeah, or come up with another special ability. Nice. It even says that. Like, yeah, come up with whatever you want. That's cool. I like that one a lot. And all it costs is a skill feat. Well, it costs... Oh, you mean the Wish for Luck does. Yeah, I can't believe the Wish for Luck still gives you 2 ability boosts. That's nuts. Yeah. Seer of the Dead. You look so cool, dude. Why are you in your underpants? Where are your clothes? You have long been gifted with the ability to see and speak with the departed. You get 1 ability boost, and you can You just are affected by spirit sense at all times. Neat. Very much neat. I like it. Oh, I'm trying so hard to finish this blue one because it's so bad. There's too much alcohol. Song of the Deep. Okay, pretty standard water stuff. You get 1 boost, and you can breathe underwater. That's just cool. You know, you just have a background that lets you breathe underwater. Phone, can you stop vibrating? I'm sure everyone in chat can hear it. Neat. I'm not drunk. I've had this much alcohol. It's only like 12%. Maybe 20% with how much alcohol there is. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Hello? Oh my word. Yeah, I see the special for the deep one, but please buy so. I can only write so much lore. TK, I'm giving you a freaking mod. Why haven't I done this yet? TK. Why can't I mod you? Wait. Hold on, I need to mod TK. Hold on. Where's my pop out chat? There it is. TK, come back. TK, add moderator. There we go. TK, your name is blue now. Congratulations. You come from a different time. Whether by your own doing or a terrible accident, powerful magic has resulted in you coming to this time from the future or from the really, really cool art. Look at this man just cutting through a magic shield. Ugh. Wait. Oh, does it go up on the other side of the page? Oh, it's up here. But you're unable to return. You might be from New Thassalon, an entire nation of time travelers. Interesting. Finally, I can play as the Doctor. But are you Matt Smith? Are you David Tennant? Are you Capaldi? Are you the girl that I don't know the name of? Yo, thank you, Night Theft, for another $5. All I see when I see time traveler is this is why you can use guns in the fantasy world. You get Dex, Intelligence, and a free boost. 3 lore skills, makes sense, and bend time. I'm sorry. Okay, it's just once per day you can take an extra stride action. That's not actually that powerful. That's cool, though. I like that. Oh, this is a cool one. Goes to magic school, uses guns. Dude, Capaldi would be fun. Oh, my word. Those are some cool backgrounds, y'all. They might be a little too powerful just to be backgrounds, but jeez, I'm into it. It's time for classes, y'all. It's time for classes, y'all. Let's go. 2 new classes. The Magus and the Summoner wield magic in unique ways. Though they acquire fewer spells than other spellcasters, the Magus infuses arcane energy into their attacks, while the Summoner calls upon a powerful Eidolon to fight at their side. Let's go. Oh, they even tell us about Celtiel and Ija. And Ija has Tuku. Yeah! Freaking Ija and Tuku. I love it. All right. Hello. Finally, the goods. All right, Magus. Let's get going. Let's get going. So, 8 hit points, strength or dex. Makes sense. I'm surprised you can't do intelligence. I'm surprised you can't do intelligence as a key ability as a Magus. I feel like that would have been cool to give it strength, dex, or intelligence. Because then if you wanted to play a Magus who can still accurately cast spells like a wizard, that'd still be cool and fun. It's Magus, not Magus. Well, I've always said Magus. I'm sorry. Well, I'm prepared to annoy whatever percentage of the 334 of you are in here. 334 of you! Good lord! Thank you. But I'm going to be saying Magus. I apologize. I'm going to be saying Magus the whole time. Hey! If you're going to make fun of someone, make fun of Josh Scorcher here in chat. He says near automata. Or no, he says near automata. That's what it is. I'm calling you out, Josh. I'm calling you out. It's automata, not automata. I love you, Josh. I haven't messaged you back on Discord, and I apologize. I realize it. I'm just terrible at messaging. Trained in perception, trained in reflex, expert in fortitude and will, arcana, very few skill. Roast meat. YouTuber beef. The roast beef. All right, now I'm getting tipsy. Trained in simple, martial, and unarmed. Trained in light, medium, and unarmored. Trained. Easy enough. All right, so this is the new Magus that has supposedly been fixed. Near auto tomato. Israldon, I wish I had something to give you. I don't know you well enough to mod you, but man, I wish I could reward near autumn a tomato. Alright, so arcane spellcasting, it's really weird. Let's see, cast a spell. Can prepare one first level spell. Only one? Wow, that's limited. I am the happiest drunk. I get happy and I get cuddly. If you see me at Gen Con at the right time, you might see that in person. 5 cantrips. Prepared spells remain available. More spells. If you can cast second level spells or higher, 2 spell slots of 1 level lower than your highest spell. Okay. Yeah, okay. Pretty typical. You can fill higher levels with higher versions. Thank you for the subscription, Jared. Isekai Paizo. Bring the moves with the beat ups. All right. Hey, I'll be getting inebriated at Gen Con. Not in public, but I'm staying at a bed and breakfast with some other YouTubers, and I'm actually really excited. We're gonna have a good night the nights of the con. Cantrip, spellbook, pretty typical stuff. Each time you gain a level, add 2 more arcane spells of any level. Easy enough. You can also... Okay, yeah, that's adding spells. Spell Strike. Okay, here we go. For 2 actions, you cast a spell that costs 1 or 2 actions and make a melee strike. Your spell is coupled with your attack. Thank God, because playtest Magus was borderline unplayable. It's sad. The infusion of magical energy grants your strike the arcane trait. Ooh, making it magical. Wow, wait. So even if you're using a non-magical weapon, the physical damage of Spell Strike is still magical damage. That's cool. That's something that no one's ever going to remember. But keep that in mind. If you're fighting something that's resistant to magical damage and you use Spell Strike, your physical damage is doing full damage. That's cool. Charles, we're talking about the Magus right now. 350 in chat? What am I going to do with you lot? What am I going to do? Babysitting 350 people. I love you guys. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me today. After you use Spell Strike, you can't do so again until you recharge as a single action with Concentrate. Ooh, rest in peace, Magus Barbarian. You can also recharge your Spell Strike when you cast a Conflux spell, which are your focus spells, that takes at least 1 action. Cool. Cool. I love it. Spell Strike specifics. You mean 350 people babysitting you? Yeah. Though the base Spell Strike rules cover most spells, various modifications apply to more complicated spells when loaded into your fist. Can we just talk about how we are at an age where the line "spells when loaded into your fist" is in a Pathfinder rulebook? I'm so happy. One target. The spell target's only the target of your strike. Even if it normally allows more targets, some feats let you affect more creatures. Notable. Dude, unarmed Magus. I'm so excited. Nathan, if you're in chat right now, Nathan's playing an unarmed Magus monk kind of thing in my campaign, and I'm so excited. Reach. The coupled spell affects the target using the reach of the weapon. Okay. Ray of Frost would only affect a creature in your weapon's reach. Good to know. Ancillary effects. Your spell still has any non-targeted effects that might affect creatures other than the target, as well as any ongoing effects. For example, Acid Splash still deals splash damage. Does that mean you hit yourself? Wait a second. Acid Splash... Let me double check this. Splash damage. It hits all creatures, right? Captain Falcon Magus confirmed. Casting Fireball, yeah, dude. All creatures within 5 feet, unless you're using a reach weapon. Acid Splash hits you. That's hilarious. Oh, I kind of love that. Wait, was that happening when I was playing Pathfinder Kingmaker? When I was using Acid Splash with Sinclair, was I splashing myself? It's possible. Oh, that's fun. The spell takes effect after the strike deals damage. If the strike has other special effects, GM determines. Okay. Any additional rolls after the initial spell attack still happen normally, such as fortitude saves. Okay. If the target you hit wouldn't be a valid target for the spell is still expended. Makes sense? So no fireball? A Magus only doesn't use fireball if they're too scared. I think? Well, maybe not. No, wait. Does fireball do splash? Even if it normally allows more targets. I actually can't tell. Am I wearing guy liner? Damn right I'm wearing guy liner. Wait. Acid Splash will still deal splash damage, but Fireball... No. So AoE changes to single. Single target. But if there's an extra effect, like Acid Splash does damage and then Splash. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Dan. I see you. Gotcha. By default, you can only spell strike with attack tagged spells. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, 52 Ducks. Appreciate it. Some spells have different effects. You choose whether to activate the effects of a 1 or 2 action version. A spell cannot take 3 actions, a free action, or a reaction. Interesting. And you typically can't use Metamagic with Spell Strike because Metamagic requires the next action to be cast a spell, and Spell Strike is not cast a spell. Interesting wording. I like it. Yo, a lolly, thank you for another donation. Spoiler, there's a feat down the line that allows you to fireball yourself by stabbing people. Let's take a look, shall we? Arcane Cascade. You divert a portion of the spell's magical power and keep it cycling. That's right! That's right! That's right! They made this a class feature! But they changed it. Interesting. It's a stance now. While you're in this stance, your melee strikes deal 1 extra damage, and it goes up with weapon specialization. If your most recent spell before entering the stance was one that can deal damage, the damage from the stance is the same type. Oh, but it doesn't go up. It's not 1d6 anymore? It makes sense. As level 1, an extra 1d6 would be busted. Thank you for the sub, Burke. But, It's over, Magus. We have you surrounded. Do you? Boom. Okay, so this is definitely weaker. I'm guessing there's feats that augment it, though. So what I don't like about this is that you always deal the extra damage, even if you haven't cast a spell. Like, that's like, just raw numbers. That's good. Obviously, that's not a bad thing. Getting into a stance, which is a permanent +1 to all damage, is cool. But also, the fact that there's no... Aside from the type of damage, there's no requirement to cast a spell to activate Arcane Cascade. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, I hadn't read the requirement. No, okay, I'm right. So you have to have made a spell striker cast a spell. Okay, gotcha. So it's going to be 1 extra damage of this type the whole time. Does it change? I'm trying to see. If your most recent spell... Depends on the school. What if... It looks like it's permanent. So if you cast Produce Flame and enter the Arcane Cascade, you're going to deal 1 additional fire damage every single attack. While in the stance... Now wait, does it disappear? So this is where wording gets interesting. Remember how a stance works. A stance means you stay in it so long as you meet the requirements. Technically, rules as written this is not rules as intended, but this is me being a nitpicker for rules as written. If you enter Arcane Cascade, your most recent action was no longer cast a spell. So you would lose the stance. Obviously, that's not how it works, but let me find this to make sure I'm reading it correctly. Stances. Yeah, a stance lasts until you get knocked out or until its requirements are violated. That needs to be errataed. That doesn't make... Sorry, I'm covering it. That doesn't make sense. This requirement does not make sense. It's obvious how it works, how it's intended is you enter it and you stay into it. Yeah, you've already... Okay, so I'm not the first person to bring this up. Good. Yeah, it's bad wording when mixed with the actual stance trait. But yeah, I'm guessing it's intended that you enter it and you stay in it. Interesting. Look at me knowing something about this game. I'm so good at this, guys. It's like that's my job or something. No more alcohol. All right. I'm going to go with the first thing I see in chat. If it's red or green is the next drink. And before we, just start typing that in chat and I'll see one and I'll pick it. Hybrid studies are our... Oh, that's so weird. That's such a weird spell progression, and I kind of love it. Studious spells class feature give you extra... Oh my god. Whoosh! I see red... Actually, the first word I read was Dan saying "der." Oh, we'll go with "der." All right, please tell me I made this one a little bit... Look how cool this is, guys. Look how cool this is. But also, can you imagine, as an adventurer, just having this on your pouch and unhooking it in the middle of combat? Oh, it's so strong! I made them all too strong, chat! Yeah, this one's a health potion. I need to get more, I need to get another ingredient. Hold on. Oh my god. Hold on. I forgot the most important part, chat! Chat, I'm a fool! I'm a foolish fool! My kitchen is a mess! Da-da-da-da-da, add some more ice, da-da-da-da-da. Add some more secret ingredient to make it not taste so crazy. I need to add more. But I forgot the most important part! You're wasting a supreme healing potion! Guys! I forgot the cherries! Boop. Boink. Boop. Boink. Nice. That's better. Delicious cherries. Lolly, thank you for another 100 rubles. Is that what it is? Once again, Nonat proves that most of the problems in life can be solved by chugging combustibles hard enough. Combustibles? Did you mean consumables? I hope I'm not chugging combustibles. Thank you, Lolly. All right, let's move on. Ah, yes, your health potions must have pulp. All right, let's look at some subclasses here. I mean, alcohol is combustible. That is true. Oh, this is really full. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, chat, that's so much better. Very good. Yeah, I can cast Fireball, but I can only do it once. All right, Inexorable Iron is the great weapon. When you enter your stance, and at the start of each turn while in that stance, gain temp hit points equal to half your level, and we'll go over the focus spells after this. Huh. So that's kind of cool. You get a very small amount of temp hit points, but you get it every single turn. That's kind of cool. It's never going to be a lot. You can almost look at that as reduce the first attack that hits you each turn by 1. That's not bad. At level 1, that's actually huge. Again, only once per turn, effectively, but at higher levels, at level 4, reducing the damage you take by 2 the first time each round, not bad. Doesn't matter what the damage type is, it's just a temporary hit point. That's actually way better than it sounds on paper. Poor man's fast healing, I like that. I like that a lot. There's no stated duration for the temp hit points. True. If there is no... if there is no stated duration, it's 1 minute. Actually, it does say that in the core rulebook. If there is no stated duration, it lasts for 1 minute. You can also only receive temporary hit points from one source at a time. They can't stack. So yeah, if you end combat with 2 temporary hit points, you do have them for 1 more minute after combat. George Washington. Sorry. I just noticed George Washington, and it's just a picture of George. I don't know what I expected. But cheers, George Washington. Welcome, Sean Wolf. Reaper, thank you for the $5. Most of the drinks that I acquire completely legitimately with taxes and everything could also be used to run car engines. Oh no, moonshine car. Laughing Shadow. So this one looks like it's speed based. While in Arcane Cascade, you gain a 5-foot status bonus to your speed, plus 10 if unarmored. If you have a free hand while in the stance and are attacking a flat-footed creature, you deal This is like a rogue Magus, dude. That's so cool. Wow. It's not a lot of bonus damage, but it's consistent. You know, your damage is always going up by 2, 3, and then 4 at higher levels. Versus, sneak attack will outscale it and has more potential, but there are days where Laughing Shadow will do more damage than sneak attack, especially early on. That's awesome. Dimensional Assault. Neat. It always scares friends off when my shadow laughs at their joke. Ruins dates every time. Sparkling Targe. Your magic flows through you. Your shield can block Dragon Breath and Magic Missile? That's so cool! When you're in Arcane Cascade with your shield raised, your circumstance bonus to AC also applies to your saves against... Holy crap! Wow! Does that... Okay, so you can't take cover from behind your tower shield and gain that, but that means if you're wearing a steel shield, that's a +2 to saving throws. That's nuts! In addition, damage you take as a result of a spell while in Arcane Cascade can trigger shield block, of course. While blocking damage in this way, increase your hardness by an amount equal to your Arcane Cascade damage. This is so complicated and cool. I'm here for it. I will say, this is one of those examples that people will make fun of Pathfinder 2e for in the future, you suffer 8 damage from burning hands. Actually, I had my shield raised, and so I can use my reaction to shield block, reducing the damage by 5 because of my shield's hardness. But also, I reduce it by an additional 1 because I am in my Arcane Cascade stance that I spent an action last turn to get into. So, but also I need to make a saving throw, and I get to add my AC bonus to my save from my shield because of my Sparkling Targe subclass. But it's also super cool and fun, and it's not as complicated as that. That's me overcomplicating it, when in reality, it's you already have it written down on your sheet that you're in your stance. You already know you have a bonus, and you're reducing the damage. It's great. That's so cool. And it counts when you're using the shield spell. I love this. I love it so much. Imagine not having a virtual tabletop to do all this. Thank you, Remy. I pride myself on my ability to sound like a tool bag on the internet. Starlit Span. You can't be bound by the confines of physical proximity. Your power reaches as far as your senses can perceive. Oh, that's not a... Okay, that's not... Wait. Yeah, down here. When you use Spell Strike, you can make a range... Oh, okay, that's the ranged Magus. Okay? Ranged unarmed attack. I love it. Oh, they specify ranged unarmed attack. You can be a Leshy Magus shooting fireball seeds. Confirmed. I love it. I'm here for it. Let's go. Twisting Tree. This is for staves. Yep. When you wield a staff in one hand, the staff adjusts in shape and weight, gaining agile and dealing a d6. Cool. When you wield a staff in both hands, it lengthens, twists, and reshapes, gaining parry, reach, and trip. Holy crap. And while in Arcane Cascade, you can interact or release to change your grip as a free action. Oh my word, when you spell strike. So even if you're using your staff one-handed, you can switch to two-handed as a free action, make your attack, and then also return to one-handed. That's so neat. That's really cool. Habanero gourd leshy. That's so cool. Wait. Oh, yo, you're right, Tired Man. Yo, Tired Man is on a whole nother level. Your team alchemist gives you a freaking alchemist fire, and you throw it with a spell strike that has electric arc in it or something like that. That's so cool. Oh my god. Alright, conflux spells are just focus spells, right? Okay, we got focus spells. Focus spells, Magus feats, skill feats, general feats, blah, 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 I'm a spellcaster, blah, blah. What? Your subclass grants you additional spells that can enhance your power in combat. You gain 2 special second-level studious spell slots that can prepare Spider Climb, True Strike, Water Breathing, and some... Just for free? That's awesome! Dude, they made the restricted spellcasting for Magus better. And I love that they get True Strike automatically. That makes sense. I don't know why they get Spider Climb and Water Breathing. Kind of random. But I'm here for it. At 11th level, get Haste. At 4th level, get... Just all Magus can fly at level 13. That's great. That's great. Special second level studious spell slots. Second special studious... Shut up. Everything is Magus. Oh my god, this is so cool. Underwater habanero leshy, my man. We just cracked 400 viewers. Y'all, can we hit 500? Y'all, can we hit 500 viewers today? I'm just saying, imagine crushing 500. We just crushed 400 viewers and 200 likes. Y'all are insane. So rogues get Mirror Image, Shift Blame, which is a new spell, and Dimension Door. Shield Magus gets Resist Energy, Warding Aggression, and Stone Skin. Tell your friends. Ranged gets Dark Vision? That makes sense, actually, so you can shoot things from far away. Wall of Wind, Freedom of Movement. Two-handers get Enlarge. Yeah, they do! Let's go! Earthbind, Dimensional Anchor. And staves get Magic Mouth, Slow, and Blink. Very nice. Just visualize 400 people sitting in front of you. Wouldn't be the first time. Not to brag, but I sang Broadway in front of 400 people once. I'm kind of a big deal. Thanks. Peace out, Josh. Have a great one. Y'all, if you aren't subbed to Josh Scorcher, go do so. He makes amazing top 10s. I think he just released one today, if not tomorrow. It's awesome. Weapon spec, alertness, expert spellcasting, resolve, medium armor, weapon mastery, juggernaut. Pretty typical stuff for the rest of it. Sorry? Let me just sorry? What does it say? Sorry? Sorry? What? Double? You can extend the magic of spells you store with Spell Strike. After you make a Spell Strike with a spell cast from a spell slot, you retain an echo of the spell stored in your body. The next time you Spell Strike, you can cast the same spell without expending a spell slot. Take a shot every time I say spell. Okay, cool. So basically one spell slot lets you make 2 Spell Strikes. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's cool. That's not as overpowered as I thought. I thought it was going to be like 2 Spell Strikes for 2 actions. If you choose to cast a different spell, or you go 1 minute without using the stored spell dissipates harmlessly. Okay, that's not as crazy as I thought. It's still really good. That's still twice as many spell slots per day, or spell strikes per day, but really cool. Yo, Red Mage? Dude, why didn't Red Mages get Spell Strike in Final Fantasy? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how the Red Mage has existed for over 30 years and never got Spell Strike? It's Truck-kun. The BBEG is here, chat. Do you hear Truck-kun? Do you hear him? Oh, that's right. Mystic Knight's got that. I forgot. just gonna sit here. Okay, cool. All right, he's done. I think it's actually it was a school bus, but it sounds like a truck, so that counts. To be fair, the truck is backing up. It's hard to isekai someone when you're backing up. All right, arcane. So we're not. I'm not gonna go. Thank you, Ariel, for the sub. I'm not gonna go into like super detail on the feats because plot twist. I'm gonna be doing a Magus deep dive. Deep. I'm tipsy. I'm gonna be doing a Magus deep dive in the next week. I'm going to Interestingly, I'm going to be doing a Magus and Summoner deep dive within the next 2 weeks because I'm going to be very busy going forward. I have a trip to go see my friend who's getting married, and then I have Gen Con, and then I'm going to see my grandparents in Florida, all in the same 4-week period. So I'm going to bulk record a bunch of stuff and then upload all of it. And spoilers, 2 of those videos are going to be the Magus and Summoner deep dive. So we'll skim, but I'm not going into full detail. Arcane Fists is just the Monk's powerful fist feature. Literally, that is it. Don't underestimate Truck-kun. Truck-kun has more power than anyone could ever expect. I know he got made fun of. I know he was the bottom of his class at Truck High. But Truck-kun has untapped potential. And all it takes is someone to pull it out of him. I've been watching way too much My Hero Academia. Familiar? Fair enough. This is a joke. Yes, I am, Mojo Jojo. Thank you for noticing. You know, someone, and also thank you, Alali, for another donation. You know, someone at Paizo was like, they were having a drink on the job and go, what if we got a feat called Magus Analysis? Magus Analysis. It's hilarious. It's a joke. I'm so funny. Also, yeah, the apostrophe S should not be there. It should just be Magus apostrophe because you don't put S apostrophe S. That's grammatical. I don't even care about the grammar. They just wanted to put a feat called Magus Analysis. Magus Analysis. I don't hate you, Paizo. You make an assessment. Attempt to recall knowledge. You gain +1 if you previously hit them this turn. If your check is successful, recharge your spell strike. Okay, that's huge. That is huge. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, it should either be Magi's Analysis or just Magus apostrophe. No S. Raise a tome. Yeah, we saw this in the playtest. Raise a book. Get +2 to AC. Ooh, I don't remember that in the playtest, but as long as your tome is raised, gain +1 to recall knowledge at identifying creatures related to your book. Neat. This bonus is in addition to any item bonus the book normally gives. If you have shield block, you can use the tome for a shield block. You can raise a tome instead of a shield. That's great. I love it. That's really funny. Oh, actually, I should have checked. Do Magi get a first level feat? They don't. Magi don't get a feat until 2nd level, which makes sense. They're a spellcaster. Interesting. So you would have to go back to get all of these unless you're a human. Wait, an uncommon Magus' feat? You lied. You lied to me. You thought you were clever bringing that axe, but have you considered? I don't have a book on me. Chad, I can't make the joke. I don't have a book on me. Chips ahoy! Okay, I'm gonna play a Magus, but his spellbook is just a cookie box. And then in the middle of combat, he's just gonna open his spellbook and eat a cookie and put it back. I'm a Magus. Magus is not plural, so the apostrophe no S rule doesn't apply. Really? Yo, Anthony Peterson, thank you for the $2 donation. I greatly appreciate it. No message, just a nice person. Thank you. Dude, I'm not very drunk, Brolveth. I am tipsy. I am very delightfully tipsy, but I'm not very drunk. Give it another hour. I want Gungus. I want to play a Gungus. Can we talk about Can we talk about how much crap I got for saying nobody takes cantrip expansion? I'm so sorry to everybody I offended when I said nobody takes cantrip expansion. Apparently everybody takes cantrip expansion, and I'm public enemy number 1. And I'm so okay with it. Enhancement. Wait. I'm sorry. Something about his face. There's something about his face. Hey. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make fun of the art. That's really mean. I mean, it's a cool picture. There's just something about his face there that's really funny to me. No, you found my one weakness. Being stabbed. Oh my god. Yeah, we saw Enhanced Familiar. Expansive Spell Strike. I hope this isn't a must-take. Caption. Yeah. My one weakness. Chat, you can't make me laugh. I'm trying to review a book or stuff. How are we going to hit 500 viewers if I keep getting distracted by your hilarious text? You've adapted a wider array of spells to work with your attacks. Rather than needing to use a spell that is a spell attack roll, you can use a harmful spell that can cause a creature that can target a creature, or that has an area of a burst, cone, or line. When you cast a spell that doesn't have a spell attack, it works in the following way. If you crit fail, you lose the spell. Creatures use their normal saving throw against the spell. If the spell lets you select a number of targets, it only targets the creature you attacked. If the spell has an area, the target must be in that area. Okay? So it still does the area? The spell affects all creatures in the area as normal, but the strike only targets one creature. Gotcha! Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, cool. So that lets you fireball, and the strike only hits the target. But the fireball still explodes and you take damage. Yo, welcome, old liver. Happy to have you here. This one... Yo, trans gamer girl, what's up? I feel like it's been a dog's age since you've been here. What's up? My worry... Alright, maybe this is a hot take. I feel like Expansive Spell Strike should have been like a level 9 class feature. Does that make sense? I feel like everyone's gonna want to take Expansive Spell Strike, so you can use things like Fireball and Burning Hands and cool stuff like that. Like, imagine if you want to be a ranged Magus that can fire an arrow, hit a target, and then Burning Hands from that target. You need this feat. This is, unfortunately, a must-take feat if you want to use half the spells in the game. It's a level 2 feat that unlocks so much. It's too good. Like, you can get by on just spell attack rolls, but you're going to have so much more fun and just so many more roleplay opportunities with Expansive Spell Strike. That should have been a class feature, Paizo. Yo, Alex, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you for reviewing the book. Thank you for being here while I review the book. There would be no stream without you guys. There would be no channel without you guys. Uh-oh, I'm getting drunk because I'm getting sentimental. It's also disgustingly good at level 2. Yeah, agreed. Force Fang, Conflux spell, which will go... Oh, I should have gone over those before the feats. Oh, well. Spell Parry. You infuse magical power into your body or armaments to parry both physical and magical assaults. By spending an action, you raise your guard, getting +1 to AC, and to save... Okay, so this is sort of a mini version of the Sparkling Targe feature. Instead of +2 to AC and saving throws, you can take a feat, and even though you didn't take that subclass, you can still get the bonus. That's not bad, but you do need one hand free, which makes it a little worse. It's still cool, though. Yeah, already started building my Magus, and yes... took Expansive... Dude, who's not going to take Expansive Spell Strike? Compared to everything else available, Expansive Spell Strike is bar none the best option. There's no contest here. That's too good. It's way too good. Magus is not Intelligence primary attribute. Your Expansive Spell Strike's going... You know, that's a fair point. Hey, Lolly, you make a really fair point. That because you can't have as high of an intelligence as like a wizard, your saving throws are going to be easier to resist. You know what? Point A, Lolly. Thank you for the donation. Very good point made. And thank you, Mr. Blawface, for a 99 cents and what I can only see as a Blawface. So fitting. Cheers. Nathan, you won't be taking it? Fair enough. All right. You could dump in other... That's true. I guess if you don't plan to take this feat... I guess this feat does require intelligence. Interesting. Okay, there's more there than I gave it credit for. I'd rather take Force Fang. I'll have to look at it. Spirit Sheath. This was in the playtest. Yeah, this gives you a pocket, like basically a bag of holding for your weapon that makes it pretty much disappear. +2 to stealth checks to conceal it. Can only hold one weapon. And allows you to draw your weapon and spell strike all at the same time. Very, very cool. Ooh, Dispel Magic can cause it to expel the weapon. But so does that just make the weapon appear, or do you drop it? Let me make sure. A Dispel Magic spell or similar effect can be used against the Spirit Sheath to expel the weapon. The counteract check is made against your spell DC. The weapon is also expelled if you become unconscious. So does it pop out and land on the ground, or does it just kind of appear on your side? I don't know how I feel about that. That'll probably be up to the GM, and that's a big decision to make. Because in a lot of situations, like disarm, like it falls to the ground, can be very different from it appears on your waist. Focus Magic Missile that auto heightens and recharges. Cool. Very cool. I don't know how I feel about this. It's either really good or really bad. But also, I mean, Sombra, you make a good point, but a normal bag of holding doesn't let you draw your weapon and spell strike all at the same time. So, Spirit Sheath has its merits, for sure. I wouldn't say it's really bad. Oh, wait, Force Fang is the worst of them. Interesting. Did I say that's so cool? I just assume I did. Chat, we're almost to the cherries. Chat, do you see the cherries? I'm so excited for the cherries. Just a more limited quick draw? Fair. Totally fair. But it does have a lot of roleplay flavor. If you want to have your greatsword disappear into your back, this is a great way to do it. If you want to roleplay that classic anime character that effectively like pulls a sword out of their chest, you can absolutely do that with Spirit Sheath. And that gives it merit. But it's still being compared to expansive Spell Strike. So, just trying to get you drunk faster? Fair enough. Devastating Spell Strike. Your Spell Strike sweeps are so wide and devastating they splash. Foes adjacent to the target take splash damage equal to 2 plus Arcane Cascade. Pretty cool. Reaper, another $5. Thank you. I want the expelled weapon to act like a crappy Glock going off in someone's pants. Just their weapon rips through the back of their pants. It is great if you need to get somewhere where weapons aren't allowed, Nathan. That's absolutely true. It's great for stealth missions. When do we get Gunblades? Guns and Gears. Guarantee it. If there is no Gunblade, I quit Final Fantasy. I quit Pathfinder. We're playing Pathfinder, not Final Fantasy. All right. I might be drunk. It's already been an hour and a half? Good lord. So cool. Oh, yeah. I already... Distracting Spell Strike. Look at this big mad hammer Magus dwarf. She's so mad. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? What happened? Distracting Spell Strike. You weave Distracting Magic with one hand to enhance your Spell Strike. Make a Spell Strike and faint. That's cool. I like that. That's very nice. Might make the target flat-footed, which making them flat-footed against a strike and a spell is insane. So good. Sword Swallower with Spirit Sheath. The Spirit Sheath is just like in your cheek. Hear me out. You're a Yosoki. You're a rat folk with a little pouch in your cheek pouch that you store your weapon in, but it looks like you're swallowing your weapon. Nobody clip that. Make a spell strike and faint. Yes, the best feat. Starlit Eyes. This is only for Starlit Span. When you make a range strike while in Arcane Cascade, you lower the DC of your flat check to target a creature that's concealed to 3 instead of 5, and 9 instead of 11 for hidden. When you cast Shooting Star and target a hidden creature, you don't even need to attempt the flat check. Very cool. Very neat. I like it. Nice little upgrade for rangers. I think rangers get something similar. And I think so do ranged monks, so cool. What'd you miss, Coolio? A lot. Quite a bit. With a cartoonish thwong sound. Steady spellcasting, fair enough. Striker's Scroll. You can attach a scroll to your hand wraps of Mighty Blows or your weapon to blend its spell in. I think this is in playtest, actually. Maybe I'm getting too excited. Affix a Talisman. Okay, so you can't do it mid-combat. Because Affix a Talisman takes, I think, 10 minutes. You take the time to apply it. But that basically lets you spell strike for free, which means buying scrolls at a shop is great. Which means GMs, be very careful when you say, yeah, you can buy whatever you want from this shop, and your level 4 Magus buys 10 scrolls of Shocking Touch. Be very careful. Even when I had my Eldritch Archer Fighter, I bought like 8 scrolls of Admonishing Ray, because I was an Oracle. So, yeah, it's just free spell slots. That's true. Diego actually has a point. If you have Talisman Dabbler, yeah, Dayton too. Talisman Dabbler, do it real fast, real good. Student of the Staff is for Twisting Tree. These have a lot of text. I'm not going to be here forever. The stream is already half over. With the new Starlit Span, is it just better than Eldritch Archer? Not necessarily, because Eldritch Archer gets, what's it called? The well, yes, actually. Well, no. Yes, no. No. Yes, no. I will say Eldritch Archer is only better if your base class is Fighter. Otherwise, Magus is better, as it should be. Eldritch Archer is only better if you're a Fighter. Otherwise, you have the same to hit chance as a Magus. Magus have more options. Magus have more feats that augment them. The only thing that Eldritch Archers have in comparison over them is the no spell slot special. Sorry, don't drink more. What's the Eldritch Archer? I need to look at 2E specifically. Not Magic Arrow, not Precious Arrow, not Seeker Arrow. Am I stupid? Am I crazy? What is it? Enchanting Arrow. That's the one. Enchanting Arrow. Yeah. That's the only thing that Eldritch Archer has over Magus is the Enchanting Arrow. Because that's like a, I mean, and at best, it's sort of like a new cantrip. Because as long as you can... Well, no, that's not true. Because now Magus can spell strike for 2 actions, whereas Eldritch Shot is still 3 actions. So, no, I will say Magus is just better than Eldritch Archer, which honestly, that's how it should be. Magus should not be competing with Eldritch Archer. An archetype should never be stronger than a base class, so this makes sense. Eldritch Archer has better spellcasting archetype progression. Eldritch Archer gives you more spell slots overall, but Magus will get better spell slots. So, wait. With the existence of scrolls, yes, it is full caster progression, but remember, at most, you get 2 slots per level and 2 at your highest level. Like 1 each. There's a lot of arguments to make there, and I don't have time to make those arguments. We gotta keep skimming. Conflux spell, knowledge is power, +1 circumstance bonus to your next. I love recall knowledge bonuses. If you recall knowledge, you get +1 to your attack roll and to your AC against its next attack roll. If you share this information, they gain the benefits as well. Oh my god! If you're in a team of 4, critically succeed. Ooh, okay, that just got worse. Especially since you can't have wisdom or intelligence as your key ability score, this just got a lot worse. Never mind. Magus into Eldritch Archer. That would be so overkill. What? During your daily preparations, you can magically fuse a shield into your favorite book. The book shares the hardness, hit points, and broken threshold of the shield? What? That's so cool. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, chat, that's so cool. I did forget to do this. I don't want to go into every single feat. That's the deep dive. But, like, oh my god. Staff gains deadly d6. Deadly die being the same damage type as Arcane Cascade. You can place property runes into a magic staff you can prepare. Cool. Very cool. But this is insane. Now we're all drunk. Wait. Oh god, you're right. I did say that 4 times. Wait a second. Oh god. Cheers, chat. Oh, that's good. That's a good cherry. That's amazing. Atnok, that's the good point. Yeah, you're no longer sacrificing anything with this. That's so good. I love that it specifically becomes a bookmark. Well done, Paizo. Very good. And do another live tomorrow? We'll see. Probably not. I got a lot to do. I got trips to take. Content to create. I forgot the stiletto pen was a weapon. You could absolutely do the tome and stiletto pen and be signing autographs and ready to fight at the same time. Sorry, what is capture magic? When you resist a spell, you capture some of its magic for your own use. When you enter the Arcane Cascade stance, using the triggering spell to determine the damage type. Okay, cool. Huh. And you gain status bonus to damage for your Arcane Cascade. Neat. So this is a neat little reaction. Just to get you into Arcane Cascade faster. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Blue Mage now? No. Blue Mage, that's being saved for, that's in, the new Bestiary that just came out. Third party. Second party, third party, whatever. Alright. This is cool. This is amazing. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from Magus. I know there's all these things. Cascading Ray. Sorry, Meteoric Spell I can't look at this. I can't look at all this. This is all for the deep dive. Holy cow, there's so much here. We gotta look at the Summoner. We gotta look. We only have an hour and a half left. Oh my god. Dragoon? Maybe someday. Not today. Cherry number 2. Delicious. Alright. I forgot the Summoner is a charisma caster. I don't know why I thought there was something else. Interesting. Guess what? The Summoner is twice as long as the Magus? Oh my god, you're not even kidding. Holy cow. The Summoner goes till... Does the Summoner go till here? No. These archetypes? No, yeah, that's all. That's Summoner? That's Summoner archetype. Summoner and Magus archetype. Okay. Oh my god. Still. That's so much. Alright. Did you say Dragoon? Yo, TK dropping truth bombs. Friendly reminder that if you can't afford the books, Paizo is amazing and you can get all of this on Archives of Nethys for free and legally. Just saying. Alright. Before we get into Summoner, I'm gonna run to the bathroom because I'm tipsy and my bladder doesn't work when I'm tipsy. So everyone take a minute, not even 2, just take 1 minute. We'll be back. honestly, less people left than I thought. Usually when a streamer goes to the bathroom, like half the audience leaves. You guys are pretty cool. Thank you. We still got 380 people in here. Let's go. I should do this in the evening when people are off school and off work. JG. The problem there is that then Europe does not get to watch it all, because in Europe it is already about 10, 11, sometimes even midnight at night. So unfortunately, mid-afternoon is the best option for me, because Europe gets to enjoy it at the start, and then when they go to bed, people come home from work and get to hang out. So don't worry, Europe. I see you. I wish I could do it even earlier for like Asia, like China, Japan, Korea, all of them. I know I have some viewers from there, albeit rarely, but it's already like 2 or 3 in the morning for them, so I apologize. Also, we need more drink. And it's time for number 3, the third and final potion, Greenie. Germany in the house. Let's go. Skylar, we have covered Magus. We are about to move on to Summoner as soon as I pour myself a delightful potion. Beautiful. Let me go and put this away. Let me add more Sprite on top because I used way too much alcohol. And then don't even worry about it because we got more cherries. Won't even finish the Eidolon, so we're jumping around. I won't be going into every single Eidolon and every single option because this is not a deep dive. The deep dives will happen someday, but not today. Keep an eye out on the channel though, and if you're not, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, you should totally do that. Kind of cringe, bro. Stark, thank you for another $5. One of my favorite Pathfinder 1st edition characters was an insane gnome cultist whose Eidolon is the chaos god who drove him insane and was just Shuma Gorath from Marvel. I don't know who that is, but it sounds cool. And Remy, I must know what's in the drink. Vodka, gin, rum, and Sprite, and food coloring. It's basically just a Long Island iced tea, but I replaced Coke with Sprite, and I didn't add a sour mix. Delicious. Also, cherries, because cherries. Thank you for the $2, Remy. All right, so let's see. We got 10 hit points on the Summoner. Charisma. Same exact proficiencies as the Magus. Wow, all right. Trained in more skills than the Magus. Sounds like you might die, but okay. Nonat, can't remember if I mentioned it, but a couple of friends and I are starting a progressive-themed TTRPG podcast. Once it's up and running, we'd love to have you on. Absolutely, Trans Gamer Girl. I would 100% guest on that. Hit me up. Hit me up in my Discord DMs. We'll plan this out. Dude, that's awesome. Wait, wow. The Summoner's not trained in any armors? I thought they at least got light armor. Eee, yikers. All the best cocktails have food coloring, don't you know? Sometimes true, sometimes not. All right, I am not an advocate for or against drugs, but y'all, if you like pineapple, do yourself a favor. If you enjoy cocktails, grab yourself a liquid marijuana. They are delicious. I haven't had one in like 6 years, but at the bar, they're fantastic. They just taste like pineapple juice, and they're great. Because the Eidolon takes the damage. Well, sort of. You both take the damage. Like, yeah, the Eidolon will take the hit, but... from what I've heard, Summoners have pretty much not changed. Like, from the playtest, they said that the Eidolon and everything is pretty much the same. Yeah, I will say the 3-action cost to manifest really hurts. Like, basically, you need to have your Eidolon out at all times, otherwise you don't get your first turn of combat. Like, if your Eidolon's not out and you roll low on initiative, sorry, you don't get to do anything for the first 30 minutes of combat. Have fun. I do have problems with that. Thank you for the $5, McFatson. At last, this class made me fall in love with Pathfinder is back. I'm so hyped to see it's... and it's good to see you tipsily give it the once-over. Let's go. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it so much. All right. Let's do this. Also, I will say, we're at 380 right now. If we can tick that viewer value back up over 400, I'll tease a new project that me and 3 other people have been working on pretty tirelessly over the last 3 months. It's going to be going live soon, and if we can get over 400 viewers again, I'll leak the project to you guys, all right? Let's keep it going. So yeah, Eidolon, that's all the same. Act together, 1 to 3 actions. Either you and your Eidolon takes an action or activity using the same number of actions as act together, and the other takes a single action? Oh, God. Oh, it's a weird way to explain it. So, the way it's worded, you still only get 1 action each. Oh, that's really confusing. So, yeah. You spend 3 actions, then one of you uses a 3-action activity, and the other one uses a 1-action activity. That is not well worded, but I don't know if I could word it better. It's really confusing, and I get what they're saying, but it's not perfect. Yo, Alex dropping the $10. Thank you. Magus and Summoner are both amazing. Dude, every class is amazing. Even the classes I don't like are amazing, just because I have my own opinions. I was working while watching my computer blue screen. Time to ignore work and hang out. Let's go, Taco! It's phrased specifically so you can't cast 2 spells in 1 round. Interesting. Gotcha. This lets you use separate... Ooh, that's actually insane. This is actually crazy. Letting your Eidolon use a different exploration activity so you can look for traps while your Eidolon scouts. That's fantastic. Yeah, like, this makes sense. It's a little confusing, but it makes sense. Share senses. You project your senses into your Eidolon, allowing you to perceive through it. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah, you share hit points, and yeah, same thing. You know, if you take a hit, it does, but you don't take shared damage. Your Eidolon can't wear or use magic items except for items with the Eidolon trait. An Eidolon can have up to 2 items invested. Your Eidolon's link to you means it can benefit from certain items invested by you. Dude, Summoner's confusing. Oh my god. Thank you for the $2 creative burst. When manifested, Eidolon can take 1 action. Oh, wait, did I miss that? Oh, did they help that? Your Eidolon appears in an open space and can then take a single action. Thank you for pointing that out, Creative Burst. Gotcha. Okay, that definitely makes up for a little bit. That's really nice. Okay, cool. Because in one of my old Patreon games, which aren't a thing right now, someone played a Summoner, and that screwed them sometimes pretty hard, where they would summon their Eidolon and then do nothing. And then by the time their second turn came around, the fight was half over. It felt really poor. So that's awesome that you can at least take an action. All right, what are we doing? Act together. Yeah, your Eidolon gains item bonuses to perception and skills from your magic items. Your Eidolon increases its item bonus based on your armor, potency, and bracers of armor. So this is important wording. So even if you, the Summoner, take armor proficiency as a general feat, and you equip light armor, that does not increase your Eidolon's armor. Only the runes and magic items count. Resilient also buffs them. Okay. Other permanent items that grant or increase item bonuses might convey a similar benefit. Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, rule of thumb is that Eidolons only gain bonuses from item bonuses, not things like base AC and status bonuses. Spider for $5. Thank you so much. Don't undersell act together. Acting together is 1 to 3 actions, and I absolutely understand that. Yeah. So the way they worded it in the playtest was that you both take a single action. This just lets you do things like cast a spell and use act together as part of that cast a spell. I'm not underselling it. It's a fantastic feature and one of the best parts of the Summoner. Basically the fact that Summoners get 4 actions per turn. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, and I haven't actually seen it, does the Eidolon still share... It does. You and your Eidolon share your multiple attack penalty. That does make the Eidolon marginally less powerful, but it would also be overpowered if it had both. If it had an extra action and not shared multiple attack penalty. I think there's something that does feel bad there in that, like, a ranger and their animal companion are more skilled at fighting together than you and your Eidolon. If you are a melee-based summoner with a sword and you want to flank things with your Eidolon and beat on it from both sides, unfortunately, you are going to be less accurate than a ranger with their companion. And that does feel bad, but it's pretty much just a mechanical balancing thing. It's unfortunate, but I think it has to happen. No, animal companions don't share multiple attack penalty. It's busted. There's a tandem feat that ignores multiple attack penalty. Okay. That could fix it. That could be enough. Your Eidolon strikes, benefit from property runes. But do they not? Oh, fundamental and property. Okay. I'm sorry. Lost and... Oh, okay. If your Eidolon becomes slowed, stunned, quickened, it affects your shared actions. Okay. Nice. Okay, so if you're both stunned, it still only counts for one. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's how it was in the playtest. God, summoners are a lot. Pro tip, don't play a summoner as your first ever Pathfinder character. Yeah, Devin, that's how it's planned. It's how it's like the base is planned is Eidolon up front, summoner and back. But some people might want to play a melee summoner, you know? Yep, same bounded spell casting as the Magus. Heightened cantrips, but they're spontaneous, right? Wait. No, they're spontaneous. Collection of spells. At first level, you learn 2 first level spells. They are spontaneous casters, right? You lose your lowest level of spell slots. Anytime you lose a level of spell slots, you lose 2 spells in your repertoire as well. These can come from spells on levels... Wait, but you don't gain new spells? Hold up. Wait a second. So do they not know enough? So you gain new spells in your repertoire, you might want to replay. Yeah. At 6th level and every even level thereafter, you can swap out any number of your spells for different spells of a level you can cast. When you do, you must keep at least 1 spell you can cast with your lowest level. Read unlimited signature spells, which makes it make sense. Link spells. Okay, so link spells and link cantrips are focus spells. Evolution feats? Evolution feats are a special type of summoner class feat that allows you to customize your Eidolon. You gain an evolution feat at 1st level. And then a summoner feat at... Wow, so summoners are the only spellcaster who get a 1st level feat. Interesting. Spontaneous, but can heighten all. Okay, all of your spells are signature spells. That means if you know a spell, you can heighten it freely. Okay, gotcha. So they have limited spell slots, but they can heighten every spell in the game. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. Magic capabilities seem to be effectively be traded for their Eidolon's power and abilities. Their wheelhouse is focus spells. It's a 5e caster. Gotcha. Ability boost, instant defeats, unarmed expertise. Eidolon. Okay, just Eidolon upgrade, weapon specialization, expert spellcaster. Wait. Your Eidolon gains weapon specialization, but you don't? Do you not gain weapon specialization? Oh, at 13th level. Shared reflexes, proficiency rank, unarmored defense for your Eidolon, simple weapons expert for you, twin juggernauts, you both increase fortitude, defensive robes, unarmored to expert, unarmed mastery, weapon specialization, will saves, Eidolon upgrade, master spell. Okay, so they do get to master spell casting, which is cool. Yeah, Eidolon is designed for combat, aside from your spell casting. That's true. You can manifest your Eidolon. This shouldn't be level 19. I'm sorry. This should not be level 19. At that point, who cares? You know? You're such a high level. You're near the end of the campaign. This is not a big enough upgrade for level 19. This should have been like level, I don't know, 11, 13 maybe at most. And also designed for being a friend. I don't know. This feels bad. As a capstone, that should not be the capstone. And if anything, it should be a free action. Maybe that would be enough. Yeah, make it a feat option. Don't make that their capstone. I'm level 19. Monks, my saving throws are legendary. Fighters, I'm legendary in every weapon. Wizards, I'm a legendary spellcaster. Summoners, I can save 2 actions at the beginning of combat. It is a free summon with the free action of the Eidolon. It still doesn't feel like enough. Like, sure, you can summon your Eidolon and then let it move. I don't know. It can attack twice, sure, but it still has a multiple attack penalty. I don't know. That rubs me the wrong way. I'm not a fan. Oh god, Eidolons. Ooh, there's more options for primary attacks, though. Hold up. Your summoner basically gets wizard progression in terms of armor and what. That's true, yeah, which is the worst in the game. I like that they gave more options for primary attacks. Disarm, non-lethal, shove, or okay, you pick one of the 4. Or you give it D6 fatal, D6 forceful sweep, D6 deadly, D8 finesse. Okay. Very cool, very cool. So they've given you instructions on how to build an Eidolon, which is nice. Like, they have the pre-made ones, but I like that they give you instructions on how to build your own. Very, very cool. Thank you, Matt Magnum, for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Huge fan. You do good work. Thank you. I do what I can. I could always do better, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying what I put out. Especially this, because this is literally just me drinking and talking about a new book that's come out. This is insane. Building the Eidolon is my favorite part. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. I'm not going to go over the Eidolons here because that'll be part of... Oh, God. Guys, the Summoner Deep Dive is going to be like 2 hours long. There might need to be 2 parts. How much does this book cost? $15 for the PDF, $50 for the physical book. How much did it cost for me? None, because Paizo are the real G's. Go look at one Eidolon. Yeah, I'll read through a new Eidolon. One of the ones that wasn't in the playtest. Yeah, I think 19's a bit high. Let's see. What haven't I read? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's just JoJo. That's just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Tell me I'm wrong. Beast, Construct... Construct is new, actually. Let's do Construct. Dude, it's so much new content, Dan. I'm loving it. It's amazing. So yeah, Construct is a mental construct based on an astral thought form and given physical presence and life by its connection to you. Its shape is limited only by your imagination. Cool. Your Eidolon's appearance and physical form vary based on your shared vision for its construction. Dude, you can play Annie from League of Legends. Can we talk about this? How you can actually play Annie from League? That's stupid. And I'm here for it. I love it. Your Eidolon, yeah. And it's not uncommon for the appearance to change greatly as it evolves. Because it arises from an astral entity, your construct is no mindless servitor, but a fully thinking being with its own ideas, goals, and emotions. Tibbers! Thank you, Skylar. Let's see. These entities are extremely diverse, while many construct Eidolons come from a powerful symbiotic relationship. Did I read that right? I lost my place. Connection. Wow, I'm tipsy. With astral denizens, just as many arise from the forgotten memories of ancient empires and craftworks drifting across the silver sea of the astral plane. They're arcane. Interesting. Part of me assumed Construct would have been occult. Huh. Well, then again, I guess Arcane has all the summoning and... No, actually, that makes sense. All right. Dude, yeah, I just need the snowball for her Q, but make it fire. 18 strength, 16 con. Oh, you can pick between warrior and scout. That's cool. Brutal and fleet. Oh, I like that. Oh, back in the playtest, there was only one version of each. I like that there's multiple now. That's very nice. $2. Thank you, McFatson. A cult doesn't get aberrations? What? There's no aberration? That's something funny about this guy. I think it's how big his head is. That's so sad. So a cult only gets the phantoms? Is that it? Faye. Does a cult only get phantoms?
That's so cool.
Boo. 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 Oh, and psychopomps. Okay. Still. No, I agree. There should have been an aberration Eidolon. I agree. That's way better. Oh, well. That's sad. Dude, house rule. Absolutely, I agree. I bet you can use a lot of the construct stats for an aberration. Initial construct heart symbiosis Are those words? Are those words? Wait, psychobombs are divine? What? Wait, so a cult only gets the phantoms? Come on, Paizo. What? Matt, your videos make it easy to introduce my new players to the system. I'm so glad. I'm really, really glad. I still want to go back and remake my beginner's guides. Like my beginner's guides to the alchemist and stuff. I think those are garbage videos, and I could do so much better now. I want to go back. I want to do them again. And, help a whole new generation of Pathfinder 2e players. It do be almost spooky month, though. All right, what is Construct Heart? Your Construct Eidolon has a link directly to your life force, which renders it a living creature. Interesting. It doesn't have normal immunities, but it does gain +2 to saving throws against death effects, disease, necromancy, and poison, as well as effects causing the fatigued or sickened condition. Additionally, its astral essence bleeds off slowly, and it only needs to succeed at a DC 10 against... Okay. See, that's kind of cool. I actually like that. How your construct can bleed. I like it. I like it a lot. Reconfigured evolution. Your construct Eidolon is particularly easy to reconfigure, gaining an additional evolution that suits both of your whims. Ooh, I like that. So the construct Eidolon is like more customizable, almost like a fighter. They get bonus feats, and you can retrain it with 1 day of downtime, but you need to have crafting. That's cool. Many summoners choose Eidolon's Wrath for this. Interesting. And then Ultimate lets you choose one of 16th level or lower. That's so neat. Yo. So, like, the construct doesn't get anything unique, but you get extra feats. Well, I shouldn't say nothing unique. It gets the resistance to, like, anti-living stuff. But other than that, it just gets more feats. I think that's so cool. I love it. I'm here for it. Why does it say symbiosis and transcendence? Are those feats? I think those are feats. You automatically get crafting? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Arcana and crafting. That definitely makes a lot of sense. One common mortal language. Let's go. You can play Full Metal Alchemist. Brutal, dude. Too soon. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to read through all the Eidolons, but very neat, very neat. I know the Anger Phantom was new. The Construct was new. I think Fae is new. There's the Psychopomp and the Fae. I love it. Fae gift spells. Neat. We had Plant. We had Psychopomp. Very cool, very cool. Lots of cool Eidolons. I'm here for them. I adore them. Just the fact that you only need 1 feat to have an Eidolon on any character? Are you serious? Is the Summoner archetype that good? No way. That seems insane. Yo, Michael, thank you for the 15... something. It's not a US dollar, that's all I know. Excited to play Summoner on our new campaign this weekend? That's awesome, Michael. Hope you have fun with it. Hold on, let's skip down. Because I'm too curious now. That seems insane. Let me skip down here. There's the Magus archetype. Summoner archetype. Summoner dedication at level 2. You need 14 charisma. You gain an Eidolon. Your bond may be tenuous. You gain an Eidolon. You can't... Oh, they can't use tandem actions. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's way less powerful than I thought. Okay, and you can't do double exploration. Trained in unarmed attacks and unarmored defense. Shares perception, saving throws, and skill checks. Choose an Eidolon type. You gain the skills. Ooh, yikes. Your Eidolon's initial ability scores are reduced. If it has an 18 and something, it's 16 instead. Gotcha. Okay, cool. That makes a lot more sense. I'm a lot more okay with that. What are you doing? Is that Fumbus? Is that the Goblin Alchemist with a plant Eidolon? I love it. What's the Magus? Magus looks like, I think, a ranger? A Magus ranger, maybe? Cute. Still really cool. Yeah, I know. For flavor especially, that's awesome. Anyway, let's look at some of these feats. They have so many feats. Why do summoners have so many feats? So any of the ones with evolution on them, they can take at first level. Advanced weaponry? Give a trait to one of your starting melee attacks. Cool. So you can't take dual studies at level 1. Oh, neat. Your Eidolon becomes trained in one skill, and you become trained in another. At 7th level, you become an expert in the chosen skills. Neat. That's cool that it gives you and your Eidolon different skill sets. I like that a lot. Feed me, Seymour. Dude, Joe, the Gungus. The Gungus is amazing. I can't wait until Guns and Gears come out. There better be some specific... Chat, what if when Guns and Gears comes out, they release an archetype for Magus specifically for guns? Like, I know they already have Shooting Star, but what if there's a Gungus subclass? Yo, thank you, Big Daddy, for coming over. Thanks for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. Still 380 of you in here. Can I tell you how hard it is to wrap my brain around this? That there are 380 people in this live stream? Oh my god. And we're 15 likes away from 300. This is insane. Also, I'm still serious. If we can bump the viewer count back up over 400, I'm just saying, I'll leak a super secret special project that otherwise y'all won't hear about for another week or so. Big Gungus. Energy Heart? Choose an... You can just make its unarmed attack deal any energy type. That can be fire, cold, electricity. That's insane. And it gains resistance. That's an amazing first level feat. Wow. Expanded senses, low light vision, dark vision, and imprecise scent. All right, that's really good. For a second there, I was like, but now that I see it gets all three, that's nuts. You can't take extend boost at first level. Glider form. Woo! Your Eidolon evolves wings, a buoyant body, or some other means to control descent. It glides slowly toward the ground, 5 feet down, 25 feet forward. As long as it spends at least one action gliding each round, it remains in the air. Too cool! That's amazing. So if you have an Eidolon that can climb and then glide, you can almost have some aerial attacks. That's neat. Excuse me. Imagine spell shooting from long range with an arquebus, right? Let's see. Meld. Oh, so is this different from symbiosis? Meld into Eidolon. Your physical form can combine with that of your Eidolon, granting benefits but limiting your capabilities. You manifest the Eidolon, but instead of summoning it, you become it. While manifested in this way, you use its statistics, and you can't act except to direct it to use manifest and unmanifest. Since you can't act, you can't cast spells, activate magic items, perform actions with tandem, or use other abilities that require you and not the Eidolon. You can't be separately targeted. When you reach 0 HP, your Eidolon unmanifests. That's it? Yeah, walking around as a level 1. Well, not at level 1. You have to take this at level 2. Interesting. So it's a level 2. It's a level 2 or 1 if you're a human. So it is symbiosis. Did they why'd they change the name? Symbiosis is gone. Wait, symbiosis is gone. Yeah, I'm glad it's a level 1 feat, but like it is just cool. That's it. It doesn't really have any kind of real use. It's take with construct for a mobile mech suit. Let's go. I think that should... Yeah, I agree with Datin and Diego. Wait. Was symbiosis a class feature? Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much. Half this book is Summoner. Was symbiosis... Did I miss it? Eidolon symbiosis. Oh, the symbiosis is just is what they call one of the upgrades. Gotcha. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I'm glad it's a level 1 feat. It doesn't do anything, really. It just makes you walk around and talk as your Eidolon, but... So Ballandrum, even if both you and your Eidolon are separate and get caught in the same AoE, you don't take double damage. However, you do take the greater amount. If you crit succeed your save, but your Eidolon crit fails, you still take the crit fail damage. So it does make you effectively no longer roll with disadvantage, but it does limit you pretty heavily. Summoner's only adventure path ends with a kaiju fight. I love it. Unfetter Eidolon was in playtest, lets them go far. More speed for your Eidolon, let them swim and attack underwater, cast spells as cast cantrips. Nice, they gave it the ranged attack at level 2. Very good. I think it was a higher level, like Nathan said in the playtest. This is a cool art. I like this art. Good job, art. Wasn't reinforced Eidolon wasn't that a class feature in the playtest? Maybe not. Steed form? Oh, that's new. That's true. That's actually a really good point, Blazecam. If you have low strength, you can become your Eidolon and then use its athletics check instead of your own. Your Eidolon changes to make it particularly effective as your mount. While you ride it, you get your full number of actions instead of 2. This applies only when you ride your Eidolon, not when anyone else does. Your Eidolon still must be at least one size larger than you. Your Eidolon's move actions while you're mounted gain the tandem trait. Nice. Very cool. That is unfortunate, Badonkamonk. I just noticed your username. Thank you, Badonkamonk. That is fair. I feel like Eidolons should have started as one size category larger than you. Or maybe if they let you pick, that'd be cool. But yeah, the fact that Steed form is only useful for small creatures at level 2, pretty unfortunate. Y'all, let me tell you, I grew up hating cherries. Cherries are great. I hated cherries as a kid. They've grown on me hard. We'll get to the spells. We'll spend half an hour on spells, Joe, I promise. Give your Eidolon critical hit bleed damage. Very nice. Let your Eidolon let your Eidolon raise a shield. Fair enough. Dual energy heart is the most anime thing I've heard ever in my life. Choose an additional energy type. Your unarmed attack that deals energy damage gains the versatile too. That's very nice. Cool. So if you have a fire unarmed attack from energy heart, you can give it versatile cold, and you can deal fire or cold damage at will. That's amazing. Lifelink is a focus spell. Reactive dismissal. Reduce the damage taken by your Eidolon by double your level, but unmanifested. Ooh. And you can't manifest it on your next turn. That's brutal. But, at level 4, reducing the damage you would take by 8, that can save your life. That's a really good feat. That's going to be undertaken by people. People are not going to take it enough. That can easily save you. I like it. You can shrink your Eidolon to small. If you can, it can use this action again to return to normal size. I like that. A minimum of small too, so you can just use that in town to turn your big large ghost medium or small. That's really cool. I like it. Skilled partner, more. Ooh, additional skill feats for your Eidolon specifically. Neat. A first level skill feat and a second level or lower skill feat. And then another one at 7th level. That's a fun one. That wasn't in the playtest. I like that a lot. Let's see. Tandem. Wait, it's a feat? Was that a feat in the original playtest? Maybe it was. It's really good. One action, you both walk. Basically, this would let you get a 5th action on your turn. 3 standard, one from one from tandem movement and the other one from whatever the other act together. Yeah, so with tandem movement, as long as 2 of your actions are move actions, you get 5 actions per turn, which is kind of nuts. The shrink is done by the... Ooh, that's a good point, Gregory. You can use meld with Eidolon and shrink down to make yourself small. That's cool. I like that a lot. There's no like cooldown, no cast time, or well, one action. You can do this as often as you want. That's really handy. An Eidolon with meld, or a summoner that can meld with their Eidolon with the shrink down feat can actually do a lot. That's really cool. You can ride your Eidolon even if you're the same size as them. Does that work with steed form? Huh. Wait, no, your Eidolon still must be at least one size category larger than you to ride it. Sorry, Nathan. This says you cannot ride them if they're larger, straight up. Vibration Sense gives you Tremor Sense or Wave Sense. Very cool. Blood Frenzy, an upgrade to Bloodletting Claws. Whoa. If you critically hit and use Bloodletting Claws, you can spend an action to boost Eidolon and gain temp hit. Dude, this gives you a Barbarian Rage. That's cool. Let's your freaking Eidolon Barbarian Rage. I like it a lot. Thank you, Jacob, for the sub. Eidolon's attack of opportunity for Eidolons. Cool. Very, very cool. We're gonna move on because I could talk about the summoner, and again, like I could talk about it for hours, but we're not here for the deep dive. The deep dives are coming in the future. I think we need to talk about some spells. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna drop down here. Yeah. Signatures synergy. Interesting. I think it's... Wait, read Ostentatious Arrival? That's just the one that lets it explode, right? And deal force damage? Because that was in the playtest. I'll check that out real fast. If the next action you take is to manifest your Eidolon, the creature appears in an explosion. 1d4 fire damage per spell level. Or 1d4 damage per 2 levels for manifesting your Eidolon. Yeah, that was in the playtest. It's still a cool feat, don't get me wrong. It's really cool. Need to skip to the last chapter. All right. We're gonna do 20 minutes of looking at spells, and we're gonna do another 20 minutes of looking at magic items and stuff, the archetypes. Shoot, the archetypes. All right, we're gonna skip the magic items. We're gonna do 20 minutes of looking at spells, 20 minutes of looking at the new archetypes, and then I'm gonna have to call it. But first, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So don't go anywhere. All right. Apologies for running to the bathroom again, but alcohol makes you need to pee more. My favorite drink, bar none, was the green. So we're doing more green because I'm out. Let's go. Drink number 4, baby. Yo, Cat's in here. What's up, Cat? How you doing? I don't know how long you've been in here, but I just noticed you. So welcome. Probably archetypes will require more than 20 minutes. I know, but I don't. We'll see what happens. Technically, I can go another hour and a half. My D&D game... Yes, I'm playing D&D. I'm sorry. You can unsub now. My D&D game doesn't start till 7. And it's currently 5. So I've technically got another hour and a half. Yo, hey, Lolly, thank you so much for the donations. I really appreciate it. You have an awesome bedtime. What's up, Gorlin? I see you. How's it going? The audacity. All right. Let's look at a few spells. In chat, are there any spells I should specifically look at? Like, I know a few people in chat have been like, you need to see this one. You need to see that one. You need to boop-a-dee-boop-a-dee-boop. Trying to clean your room? That's fair. I've been trying to clean my room for 26 years. There's so many spells. I'm seeing names of spells that look incredible. All of them. Breadcrumbs? Wait. Is there actually a spell called breadcrumbs? You're not serious. Wait! There's a spell called breadcrumbs? We're looking at breadcrumbs first. All spellcasters can cast this. Takes a minute. You protect your target from going astray in hostile territory by tracking where it's already been, helping it deduce where it still needs to go. The target leaves a glittering trail behind it that lasts for the spell's duration. The trail doesn't denote the direction or the order of its path. It merely indicates where the target has moved. That's hilarious. That's amazing. That's incredible. Hansel and Gretel as spell, right? Oh my god. Alright, someone said something about bloodbending. Is it blood spray curse? You inflict a curse upon the target that causes any wound to... Oh wait, you were talking about boil blood. Well, we'll look at this first. The target must attempt a fortitude save. If they crit succeed, nothing happens. If they succeed, for 1 minute, if they take at least 10 piercing or slashing damage, they take an additional 2d6? That's on a success? On a failure, they take 2d6 additional and 2d6 persistent? Oh my god! On a success for 1 minute? As long as you've got 2 party members dealing piercing or slashing over the course of a minute, that's easily like 8 to 10 d6 more damage. That's so good. No, that's a 4th level. Wait, that's a 4th level spell, Will. This 4th level spell on a successful save can easily deal 8d6 damage. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'll look at Boil Blood and then Horizon Thunder Sphere. Yeah, can we talk about this? How this is 8d6 easily on a successful save at level 7? That's amazing. Double that almost on failure. It doesn't heighten that well. It actually heightens pretty poorly, but it's still really good. Alright, Boil Blood. For 2 actions, you target a creature with a saving throw. The target takes 10d10 fire damage. A non-living creature can be affected, but a creature with no blood is immune. Okay. Success half. Failure is full damage and drain 2. Crit fail is double damage and drain 3. I don't know why it drains. I guess because you're evaporating their blood. It's cool. I feel like the damage might be kind of low, though. Maybe I'm crazy? 10d10 doesn't seem like... 10d doesn't seem like all that much. At level 8? Like, so that's a level 6. That's a level 15. You have to be character level 15 to get that. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I guess, yeah, blood loss. That makes sense. I guess because you're evaporating the blood. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. It's fine. 10d10 plus 30? That's fair. You know, I hadn't considered that. I hadn't considered that if you hit a level 15 creature with this and it fails, they also lose 30 health. That's a really good point. All right, that definitely makes it better. True. Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, Fishvosh. Also, Fishvosh, I see your Yeon Kutku profile picture. Monster Hunter respect. All right, I've been told to check out Horizon something something. There's so much in here. There's so much in here. Oh my... I'm sorry. We're going to back up. I just saw a cosmic form. You recreate your form out of cosmic energy, transforming into a large form. You must have enough space to expand. When you cast this spell, take on the powers of the moon or the sun. AC is 21 plus your level. Ignore your armor checks penalty. 20 temp hit points, dark vision. Plus 25 to hit. Strength-based, ranged attacks. Athletics mod. Oh my god. Moon stupefies, sun dazzles. Holy crap! That's so cool! And it can't be added to the druid wild shape? Really? It's primal. I want to be a wild shape. Envenom Companion. I think we'll pass it. All right, let's check out Envenom Companion because they very much want me to see it. And apparently it's so overpowered. Hello. Dude, look at this Magus. He's about to slam a Durgan in the head. Divine Armageddon? 2 actions. A 60-foot burst within 120 feet. You call forth a divine cataclysm from your deity, destroying living and undead alike. 10d6 negative and 10d6 alignment. Oh my god. Huh. A creature harmed by positive takes positive instead of negative? What? That's amazing! Holy crap! I love it. That's insane. That's so good. All right. Envenom Companion and then a Horizon Thunder Sphere. Let's go. Wait! Elemental Annihilation Wave. That sounds like a level 10 spell. What's level 3? 2 rounds? Whoa. You can spend 3 actions casting this spell. You can avoid finishing it and you can spend 6 actions on this spell. You can DBZ charge this spell to deal 1d6 fire and 3d6 bludgeoning in a 60-foot cone. And for 1 action, the elements linger. With gust. Oh. It doesn't even double the damage. It just doubles the range and makes a gust of wind. That's sad. They could have done more with that. This is something that needs to happen more. I love it. Ian, thank you. 300 plus viewers. Nice job. Thank you so much, Ian. That means a whole heck of a lot. We had just tipped over 400. I don't think we'll get back up there. But man, we did pass 400 viewers at one point. Which, oh my word. All right. Envenom, hello. Anyway, Elemental Gift. Oh, look at Tuku. Is this not the face of a good boy? Is this not a good boy? Girl? Other? I'm actually not sure what Tuku's gender is, but I love them nonetheless. Elementals. Envenom Companion. So this is a spell, not even a focus spell. I'm now thinking of the DBZ abridged thing where Piccolo can't... I can't even remember what's the Japanese name for a special beam cannon? I can't even remember it. Tuku's gender is friend. You envenom your companion or Eidolon. Ooh. Or Eidolon's attacks, which drip with Makankasapo, right? Makankosapo. That's Makansapalapagus. Oh, screw it. Special beam cannon. The first time each round the target hits a creature, it deals 1d8 poison damage. A creature that is damaged must attempt a fortitude save. On a fail, it's clumsy 1. That's pretty good. I mean, if this lasts for 1 minute and it actually gets like the whole use out of it, and your Eidolon attacks what? Let's say 4 times? You know, let's say 5 times in 1 minute, assuming it hits twice some turns, once other turns. Let's say you hit 5 times in 6 rounds. That's 5d8 damage. Sure, on a level 3, like compared to something like Fireball at level 4, that's not amazing, but it's not bad either. And a lot of things are weak to poison. That's not bad. Unfortunately, it doesn't heighten until character level 13, which is brutal. But it does increase clumsy as well, which is nice. That's fun. I like that. I wouldn't call it OP. I'd call it fun, but I wouldn't call it OP. Extract poison, Fey form, faded Wait, this is a level 10 spell? For 3 actions, any spellcaster, 1 ally and 1 enemy. You weave the threads of fate to lead 2 foes into a climactic battle. The targets of this spell are the fated opponents. One of the targets must be you or an ally. The other must be an enemy. When you cast the spell, the ally you targeted may teleport to any unoccupied space of their choice within 30 feet of its opponent. You isolate them for 1 round. During this time, fate refuses to allow either fated opponent to be affected by anything from a third party. It is entirely immune to spells and strikes from other creatures. This doesn't apply to anything that was already affecting the targets before you cast Fated Confrontation. For the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute, either fated opponent can manipulate fate on its turn. This allows it to roll twice and take the higher result against its opponent, or force the opponent to take disadvantage. That's so cool! I don't know why it's level 10. I would have been fine with this being like a level 6, level 7 spell. Still awesome, though. If you ever want to kill your ally and you're fighting a lich... Welcome back, Claudio. Dude, force your tank to tank. Nothing personnel, Asmodeus. Hey, Will, how'd you know we were fighting Asmodeus in our 5e campaign? It's okay, I'm a fighter, warlock, I can't use this. Fey form. Alright, I need Horizon. I feel like it's level 10 solely because of the theming. Fair. I feel like 1 hour would have been a cooler duration. If this lasted 1 hour instead of 1 minute, so like... only 1 person was surviving this, that would be cool. Can you cancel it? I like that there's flavor text that the spell ends if they make friends. Like, why are we doing this? We shouldn't be fighting. And they stop. The spell ends. The level 10 spell can be defeated by friendship. I love it. Oh my word. Flame vortex, flowing strike, forceful hand, flame. Flammable fumes. That's what happens when you eat Taco Bell. Oh, yo, there's Seoni. There's Seoni doing her thing. I love it. Knocking this man into the foreground. What is this spell? Is this forceful hand? Dude, it's like Bigby's something hand from D&D. Nice. Yo, this guy just locked me in here. Want to take his lunch money? Just Geyser, cool. Frigid Flurry, Glimmer of Chalk. There's so many spells. Guys, there's so many spells. Is this... It's a new damaging divine cantrip! It's only 4 damage if you have an 18, but that's cool! Divine damaging cantrip! Hooray! And it's in a cone. Oh my god. A divine multi-target damaging cantrip! Clerics! That's amazing, actually. It's a cone of... Yeah, the damage deals the same as Daze, but it's in a cone. It just can't stun. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. And it can deal double damage. I like it. Biting words is hilariously ineffective. Hold on, I need to read this. I missed that. Is this like, Hideous laughter from D&D. I want to see biting words. How did I miss this art? There's just something off about this. I can't place it. It's just the bard iconic going, ah! There's just something funny about this. It's up. Bandits? Doom? What is this? Oh, that's cool. It's a bomb. That's a mental bomb that goes off if someone tries to steal something. I love it. Alright. There's a spell called Schadenfreude? Alright. Biting words, then Horizon, then Schadenfreude. Biting words. 2 actions. You entwine magic with your voice, causing your taunts and jibes to physically harm your enemies. You can attack with your words once you finish casting the spell and can do so on subsequent turns by taking a single action. When you attack with biting words, make a ranged spell attack dealing 2d6 Sonic? Who said this was worthless? This ain't bad. Wait. Who said this was bad? A level 1 spell for 1 minute that gives you a 2d6 Sonic ranged attack? Oh, did it say effective, not ineffective? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, this is incredible. This gives a spellcaster a 2d6 ranged weapon. At level 1. That's amazing. Okay, you can only attack 3 times total. Still, that's a really good spell. Better than Vicious Mockery. The only comparison is that Vicious Mockery is a cantrip, right? So it can be reused. That's amazing. Have you heard my? Oh yeah, there's the bard here, just in case people didn't get to see his. There's my cosplay. You're welcome. Wait, did it? Oh wait, I actually didn't look at the heighten. It gets heightened by 2. I thought it would get heightened by 1d6. Oh my god. If you're a level 3 character, this gives you a 4d6 attack. If you're level 5... Can we talk about how a level 5 occult spellcaster now has a single target 5d6 attack? Can we talk about this? That's amazing. Isn't it a little bit OP? A little bit. That's amazing. Wait a second. Does linguistic just mean it has to do with words, or can it only... Alright, y'all. I found the weak point. Let me turn on my display capture. Let me zoom in right here. Do this. A linguistic effect that targets a creature only works if the target understands the language you're using. This makes biting words a little bit less powerful. Against other humanoids, incredible. It turns out tongues is a great spell. Fair. Multilingual. Fair. But on its own at level 1, this does limit it. If you're fighting feral goblins, feral kobolds, or like wild animals, this gets hard nerfed. But it's still really fun. Need a link. Get the linguist translate your biting words for you. I like your words, Dragon Man. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, it's too funny. All right. Let's go look at Kamehameha / Hadouken / Horizon. Oh my god. And then I had one afterwards that I already forgot. The archetype that gives you bon mot. Alright, where's Horizon? E, F, G, H. Ignite. Alright, Horizon Thunderspirit. Level 1? Cast time from... Oh, Schadenfreude, thank you. From 2 actions to 2 rounds. Oh my god. You gather magical energy into your palm, forcing a concentrated ball of electricity that crackles and rumbles like impossibly distant thunder. Make a ranged spell attack against your target's AC. On a success, you deal 3d6 electricity damage. On a critical success, double it, and they're dazzled for 1 round. For 2 actions, 30-foot range. For 3 actions, 60-foot range, and half damage on a failure. For 6 actions, after attacking the target, whether you hit or miss, the ball explodes. It's like a mini fireball. This is a lightning fireball. Granted, for 6 actions, it still deals 2d6 electric damage in a 10-foot emanation. Ooh, additionally, you make yourself spark, dealing minor electric damage to creatures that hit you. That's so fun! Wait, the explosion doesn't hit the target? To all other creatures. Aw, that's too bad. Still fun, though. Still cool. Yeah, that makes it a lot worse, Dayton. Yeah, honestly, Fishfoss, I like the addition of 1 action to grant half damage on a failure. A lot of spells do that already because they have a basic saving throw, which means half damage on a failure. But giving it the option to upgrade it with 3 actions is nice. Impending Doom. Alright, I'll check that out in just a second. Heightened. The initial damage and the burst damage each increase by 2d6, and the grapple damage increases by 1. Spocking. It's Dragon Ball. I love it. This is absolutely the spirit bomb, and it's great. Hold on, before I forget, let me send this to my friend. He's an absolute DBZ nerd, and I need to send this to him because I will forget because I am incredibly tipsy, and yeah. Boink, boink, boink. Because, you know, I'm streaming in front of 350 people, but, you know, we can take a minute to send this to my friend. Pathfinder added the Genki Dama. Well, we've peaked. Send. Cool. Fantastic. Alright, anyway, what is Impending Doom? It's only 3rd level for Impending Doom? Duration 3 rounds? Wait, can Horizon Thundersphere be spell striked? It's a spell attack roll! But you can only use the 2 action version. You can't use the 3 or 6 action version. That's unfortunate. Because remember that spell strike can only be specifically 1 or 2 action spells. But that doesn't mean you can do 3d6 electric damage. That's pretty cool. You sift through myriad potential futures, seize upon one potential moment which the target meets a particularly gruesome and fatal end, and show it a vision of its impending demise. The intense mental vision grows more and more terrifying to the target as the doom grows closer, and it takes 3 rounds to reach its conclusion. The target must attempt a will save to determine the effects. At the end of the duration, if the target was affected, it witnesses its own death and takes 6d6 mental damage. That's freaking metal, dude. How much did Nonat drink? This is my 4th drink of probably I'd say about 15% alcohol. I feel good. If they succeed their save, they're unaffected for 1 round. On the 2nd round, they're flat-footed, and on the 3rd round, they become frightened and take half damage. If they fail, they're flat-footed, then frightened 2, then stunned 1, and take 6d6 damage. If they crit fail, they're immediately flat-footed and frightened 3, then stunned 1, then paralyzed, and they take 12d6 at level 5. That's brutal. That's a fun one. That's a lot of fun. Oh, look at the fireworks. Are those turtles? Oh, they're kappas. They have the little water pools on their head. Inexhaustible cynicism. There's so many good spells. There's so many. Alright, I need Schadenfreude. Invisibility, curtain, life connection, invoke spirits, lose the path. Juvenile. You transform your companion into its juvenile form, such as a cub, foal, kitten, puppy, or piglet. It becomes tiny and is reduced to 0 feet. All of its speeds are halved and it gains weakness. That's so cute. Why would you do that? To sneak into a city, dude. If you're gonna walk into the city with a giant dire wolf behind you, you can turn it into a little puppy baby. Oh my god, lucky number. Oh my god. Yo, look at her. She's doing the thing with the thing. Magic mailbox. This is amazing. Magnetic attraction, magnetic acceleration. Mantle of the magma heart. Mantle of the frozen. What is going on? What are you? What is happening? Is that the mantle? Is that the frozen heart? Yeah, Grim, we finished the classes and we're looking at spells for another 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to look at some archetypes. Oh, that's mirror malefactors. You completely surround a large or smaller creature in a shimmering ring of illusory mirrors that follows it as it moves. These mirrors reflect the target, though if the target has no reflection, it is unaffected. Cool flavor. As long as the target is surrounded, it's frightened 1 and can't reduce its frightened value. When you cast the spell, the reflections leap from the mirrors, dealing 7d8 mental damage. That's cool. That's really neat. I like it. Mirror's Misfortune. Murderous Vine. Yeah, we'll look at Schadenfreude. We'll look at Summon Kaiju, because of course we're going to look at Summon Kaiju. Yeah, I forgot about Incarnate spells. I forgot the thing. Nullify? As a reaction, a foe casts a 9th level or lower. You instantly destroy the incoming spell, sending magical feedback through your body. You automatically counteract the spell, but you lose 1d8 hit points per level of the spell. That's awesome. That's really cool. I like that. Ocular Overload, Nudge the Odds, one with the land. I think there's only 4 or so Incarnate spells. It's too bad. Oneric Mire. Ooze Form! I don't have time to look at that, but oh my god. Turn yourself into an ooze. Hey, there's Valeros. I knew the fighter would find his way into the Secrets of Magic book somehow. Are they finding Shoggoth? Organ Sight. That's so cool. You can just see the organs. Oh my god. Pernicious Poltergeist. There's so many cool spells. Pocket Library. What? You just pull a tome out of your butt that has relevant information. That's incredible. Valero's just standing there with his... Can we talk about this? Can we talk about how the Magus is like sitting here electrifying this elder god, and Valeros is sitting there with a bow like... I can deal 3d6 damage, and it's piercing. I am helping. Counterspelling is a thing in Pathfinder 2e, but your class needs to specifically be able to do so. Like, in fact, no class can do it by default. Wizards and witches and sorcerers can take a feat to counterspell. Even then, it's not a guarantee. You still need to make a check. Being able to auto-counterspell is insane. Centaurus. I'm doing my part. Positive attunement. Prismatic armor. Ah! Oh, there it is! Prismatic armor! Which is... Is that the Bard iconic? Is that the Bard iconic? It is! It's a cult! It's the Bard iconic. Just prismatic armor. Why is my voice for Valeros just Patrick Warburton? Well, Peter, it's because I'm an expert in martial weapons at first level. I'm also the only character who's possibly proficient with advanced weapons at the legendary level at level 20. You see, it's very important, because I'm better than you. Have I mentioned I can punch better than a monk? Oh my word, that's he is absorbing lightning, fire, and acid. That's incredible. Even tied, thank you for the $5 hype.
Thank you, Trans Gamer Girl. It's one of the only impressions I'm actually proud of. And honestly, I think it's just because it's easy to do. You just kind of push the voice to the back of your throat and make it deeper. Oh yeah, Cusco's poison. The poison designed specifically for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Hold on, what's the exact quote? Because someone brought up Emperor's New Groove. Cusco's poison quote. Let me see if I can do this.
Oh right, the poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison?
I may or may not be quite intoxicated at 5:30 p.m. on a Wednesday. What of it? Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. I would absolutely do a stream of just doing Patrick Warburton quotes. I love him so much. Nonat failing some fort saves.
What, maybe on a failed save, the target can't help but do Patrick Warburton impressions for 20 minutes, upon which they can attempt a follow-up saving throw. On a critical failure, the target must do Patrick Warburton impressions for the rest of time.
The live action tick? Like the hero of the tick? Was that Patrick Warburton? Push the button. Wait a second. Scorching Ray? That's right. That wasn't in the core rulebook or the APG. I forgot. This looked overpowered in the playtest. Make a spell attack, deal 2d6. Critical hit deals double. For each additional action, fire an extra ray at the same multiple attack penalty. That's right. This is insane. So this is a level 2 spell. For 3 actions, you can deal 6d6 at 3 different targets at the same multiple attack penalty. Granted, they all need to hit. It's not as overpowered as I initially thought. Wait. These attacks each increase, but if you spend 2 more actions casting the spell, damage increases to 46 damage on a hit. That's new. So you can target... Wow, this has a lot of options. So for 1, 2, or 3 actions, you can shoot 1, 2, or 3 creatures. Or for 2 actions, you can target 1 creature for 4d6. I like that. This is a versatile spell. This is what we love to see. We love versatility in our spell casting. I'm here for it. Wait a second. If you do 2 or 3 actions, it's 4d6 per ray? What? So for 2 actions, it's 8d6? And for 3 actions, it's 12d6? What? This is a level 2 spell that for 3 actions can potentially deal 24d6 on 3 crits? They made it stronger! That's better than Fireball! I know it's rare for 3 crits, but if you're fighting lower level creatures, imagine you're a team of 4 level 5 characters fighting 20 level 2 characters. Scorching Ray is gonna one-shot 3 of them. This is insane. And it heightens by 2d6. Oh my god. That's nuts. Ray's better than balls. Confirmed. I need to... Anyway, Schadenfreude. Seashell of Storm. I can't. Oh, look, it's the witch. Look, it's a copy of the... Where's your fox? Shadow... Wait, did I miss Schadenfreude? I did. Oh, there it is. Arcane, Divine, and Occult. If you ever critically fail a save against a foe's effect, the foe makes a will save. If they succeed, they are distracted by its amusement and take a penalty to perception checks and will saves. If they fail, they're stupefied for 1 round. If they crit fail, stupefied 2 and stunned 1. Cute! I don't think it's that powerful, but it's a lot of fun. You magically make your opponent, like, relish in their success. That's a lot of fun. That's fair, Tamadethi. Tamadesti? Against 20 creatures, Fireball would be better. That's fair. All right. I don't think Ray of Scorching. I don't think Scorching Ray is as crazy as I thought, but it is incredible. All right, Shadow Project. There's so many spells. All right, we got to look at some archetypes. We're gonna go over 3 hours. This is insane. Did my friend respond to the Genki Dama? He didn't. I hate him. How dare he be a close friend? They got the Oracle in there. Is that Ganondorf? Is that just like straight up Ganondorf from Legend of Zelda? Hello? Oh, summon Kaiju. You're right. Summon Kaiju. Summon Lesser Servitor. Summoner's Precaution. Summon Visage. I missed it. Where'd it go? Summon. Dude, it's a rare spell? Oh my god. It's a fire giant, but it doesn't look like Ganondorf. All right. You briefly conjure a kaiju until the end of your next turn. A massive rampaging monster with a unique name and legendary reputation. It rises from its secluded lair to annihilate your foes. It occupies the space of a gargantuan creature. This costs 3 actions, but you can summon it up to 500 feet away. Tama? You got it, Tama. Shadow Raid is a spell. Welcome to Shadow Raid, the newest mobile RPG hit that's sweeping the nation. Right now, if you used code Nonat Raid, you'll get 5,000 silver and a unique champion. Low-key, I would take a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship in a heartbeat, and I hope none of you would judge me. So, let's look at our options here. Oh my god. Oh, are these... Yo! Wait, that's Herald. It's for Heralds. Oh my god. I would judge, but not harshly. Fair. Alright. Agmazar the Star Titan. As it arrives, it deals 16d8 negative damage in 100-foot emanation. And as it leaves, it pushes everything 100 feet away. As Agira arrives, it shoots 2 1,200-foot line. That's a third of a mile. No, is that half a mile? That's half a mile. The lines can't overlap. Only 60-12, but on a fail, it's slowed 1. And then as it leaves, it's 6d10 sonic damage. Oh my god. How do you summon this and not kill yourself? I mean, I guess it's 500 feet, but good lord. Yeah, Transramer, you're right. Like, honestly, you summon it next to yourself and you just die. The damage is honestly less than I expected. 12, like 60-12, 60-10 together is not all that much at level 19. Oh my... You know, some people are into being stepped on by the Forever Storm. Heralds are unique followers of a god. Gotcha. Oh no, there goes Tokyo. Bezravnus. As he arrives, he deals 8d12 bludgeoning damage in a 50-foot emanation and potentially collapses structures with the effect of earthquake. Depart. Creatures within a 50-foot emanation must succeed at a reflex save or take a -20 circumstance penalty to speeds. Mogaru. With a burst of the song that summoned him, all foes within 60 feet who can hear him attempt a will save, leaving them stunned 3 on a failure. As he departs, he deals 10d6 damage in a 120-foot cone. If they fail, they take persistent. Honestly, this damage is shockingly low. Like, I won't lie. Obviously, it's massive areas. But when you think of the level 4 fireball spell as what, 66? 10d6 from Mogaru sounds pretty low. Granted, 120-foot cone. Pretty big. You might be able to kill an entire town with that. Who knows? But it still feels low. It's a city killer, not a fight ender. I need a cherry. Vorgozin, the shapeless feeder. Vorgozin's foul presence pollutes magic around her. Each of your enemies, only enemies, within a 60-foot emanation. Oh my god. Sicken 2 on a failed save. Any enemy that casts a spell this turn must attempt the same fortitude save. As it leaves, it deals 10d6 acid and 10d6 bludgeoning in a 1,200-foot line. I love it. And Yarthun the Moon Grub. As it arrives, it deals 10d6 gold damage to every enemy within 200 feet. And as it leaves, it casts Obscuring Mist, and any creature in that area takes 5d6 cold. Oh my god. They're not as overpowered as I thought. Like, obviously, these are... And I think that's good. Like, you're not going to use this against a single massive enemy. But yeah, if you're fighting a horde of 500 enemies, Summon Kaiju is going to wipe out half of them in one go. And I think that's so cool. That's also true, Fishposh. This is a spell that can be used to target any saving throw. Because we got Reflex right there. Fortitude right there. Oh, is this a will down here? That's also Reflex. I know there was a will save, though. Fortitude, will, Reflex, Fortitude, Reflex. Actually, it does not target will. Nope, it is only Reflex and Fortitude. Not bad, still. Wait, the Shapeless Feeder? Fortitude. No, it's still Fortitude. Mogaru is... Oh, right, Mogaru's Stunned 3 is a will. True. Fair enough. You know, you got me. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's incredible. Alright, I think that's... Okay, that's enough spells. As much as I would love to keep looking at spells. Time Jump? I don't have time. It's only level 3? Okay, it's like a momentary quicken. Okay. Alright. As much as I love this... Oh, it's the druid's companion chewing on some bones. Look at him go. He's such a good boy. Alright. I love this. What, do they have a move speed? It's possible they can move before they despawn. I'm not sure. But we need to look at archetypes. It's time. No, I don't have time for focus spells. I'm sorry. That'll be part of the deep dive. Deal with it. I don't have time for rituals. We'll look at one ritual. We're going to look at Dread Ambiance. In some places, it always feels like something is observing you, as if the very land doesn't want you there. Hostile creatures skitter about in the underbrush, tendrils of mist trying to lead you astray. To create this unwelcoming aura, you must prepare the area with salts and herbs. If you critically succeed the ritual, every creature in the area takes a -2 penalty against fear effects. If you succeed, -1. That seems like a... To remain in... Oh, it lasts a year! I was wondering why it was so high level. It's because it lasts a year and a square mile! Alright, I understand. It can last for 10 years or forever. Incredible. I love it. Rituals are cool. Garden of Death, Elemental Sentinel. Alright, we gotta look at archetypes before I go. Look, it's... Oh, wait. It's Mystic Carriage. You can conjure a carriage. It's like... It's so cool. It's so cool. The world... I don't have time for this. I am the very model of an Elemental Sentinel. I have elements of fire... water and electrical. Oh my god, it's too cool. It's too cool. I don't have time for magic items. There's so much. This book has everything I've ever wanted. and I'll never have time to read all of it until I make videos on it. But before we go, we're going to talk about alternate magics. Let me get up here. Pervasive. No, wait. I need to get to the top of this. We'll workshop it on Discord. Okay, ley lines. I'm in the wrong place. Geomancy. Flexible prep. Oh my god. Element. I skipped a lot. Hold on. I skipped a lot. Permanent item. Wait. Magic items. Magic decks. Magic items. These items are so magical. Wait. Good lord. There's so much. Book of Unlimited Magic. Just skip to the chapter. That'll be too easy, Diego. Too easy for me. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm going to refill my drink. We're going to have one more chapter of content. I'm going to go for another 20 minutes or so. And, yeah. I'll be right back. Alright, chat. I might be incredibly drunk. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to pour myself a final glass of green. Or should I do red? Chat, am I doing green or red? Decide for me, because I can't decide. Aw, I left and we dipped below 300 viewers. Man, there's only 290 of you? Come. It blows my mind. Red? Alexa, play day drinking. Hey, it's 6 p.m. That's acceptable. Red? Don't you have a D&D game after this? Isn't being comically drunk going to affect that? I'm not DMing. My DM's been in the stream. Hi, Britt. If you're still here. Hi, Britt. All right, everyone wants red. Not everyone. Most people want red. I will drink some water. Absolutely. But yeah, no. Britt, if you're in... Oh, goodbye, Pork. Britt, if you're in chat, say hi. People need to know the person controlling my fate. Ta-da! I need Sprite because it's too strong on its own. Mix the 3? Oh, God. Should I add some green to the red? Nah, it's too late. The cup's already full. I'm sorry. Plus, I gotta save some for girlfriend when she gets home. Cherry? You're right, Lucife. You're right. I need to add cherry. One cherry. Half a cherry. 2.5 cherry. 3.5 cherry. Just enough cherry. Alright, maybe I'll refill it with green before I finish it. I had liquid from the cherry jar. I can't. Is full. Dude, I need to pick up Wrath of the Righteous. I think. So, All right, here's a little preview for you 300 people in here. You 300 absolute madmen and women and NBs. I appreciate all of you. I think I'm going to do a character creation video for Wrath of the Righteous. Like, I'll make a video going through character creation and the options you can choose at level 1. I don't think I'm going to do a stream of it, but I think I'll do a video about that. I think that'll be fun. Then gulp, then add liquid. You played the beta, TK? Nice. All right. Book of Unlimited Magic. Here we go. So this section includes several class archetypes. These archetypes with the class trait fundamentally diverge from your class's specialties, but still fit within the theme of your class. You can select a class archetype only if your class meets the criteria listed in the archetype's prerequisites. Class archetypes are always alter or replace some of a class's static class feature. Okay. Is this VOD going to be stay up for later? Yes, this VOD will be available forever so long as YouTube exists and if this doesn't get demonetized for some reason. I don't think it will. Excuse me. I don't think YouTube will be like, oh, you got drunk and burped on screen. Take it down. Have the images ready this time so you don't need to search for Sinclair again. I don't think I'll probably make Sinclair in some way. But again, I'm not going to do a whole playthrough. And if I do, it'll probably be a video series instead of I don't know. That's stuff for the future. I'm too drunk. I'll make promises I can't keep because I'm drunk. So for now, we're going to just focus on the book. Barney? What? All right. Cathartic? There's so much. There's so much going on here. Yo, Lord Piecrust with the $20 Canadian dollar donation. Thank you. Good stream to watch on my birthday. Yo, chat, can we get a happy birthday pie in the chat? Can we just get some happy birthday pie? Thank you. So Cathartic Magic, this is like Rage, if I remember right, Barbarian Rage. But it's like for spells. What does it do, though? We never got to find out what it does. Yo, is Wrath of the Righteous running on 1E like Kingmaker? Unfortunately, yeah, it is running on 1E like Kingmaker from what I've heard. It's not a second edition game. But hopefully someday I want to see it. Barbarian Rage, Shadow Legend. All right, so let's see. The dedication. You need to have a 14 charisma. So this is mainly for sorcerers. You've learned to harness a particular emotion. Choose an emotion from the emotional state section. If you don't already cast spells, you learn how to cast spontaneous spells. Yeah. You gain catharsis reaction and the settle emotions activity? What? Hello? Catharsis. As a reaction, you gain the catharsis activation effect listed for your catharsis emotion. You gain that benefit for 3 rounds. When that ends, you suffer the emotional fallout. You can't use it again until you settle emotions, which takes 10 minutes to put yourself back under control. Look at this guy. Look at this smug boy. Look at this. He's so full of himself. He's so full of himself. All right, before we look any farther, emotional states. Oh my god, there's so much. Anger, dedication, fear, awe, hatred, joy, love, pride, misery, remorse. Oh my god. You get unique focus spells. This is too much. This is too much to cover right here. This is insane. Let's just look at one. Let's look at fear. If an enemy makes you frightened, you can activate your catharsis. When you activate it, you increase your frightened value. Interesting. While active, you don't take the status penalty from frightened. Instead, you gain a status bonus to spell attack rolls. And your foes take the same amount as a penalty to their set. That's so cool! Any other stat, such as like your armor class, everything else, takes the status penalty as normal. After 3 rounds, you become fleeing for 2 rounds, running from the source that triggered your catharsis. If it is no longer present, you flee from the position where you were. This is insane. This is freaking nuts. Basic spell casting, focus spell, work yourself up. For 2 actions, you have a reaction available and aren't prevented. You trigger yourself. You trigger yourself for 1 turn. That's amazing. That's not good. You only get 1 action to use your catharsis. And then you experience the normal fallout. That's amazing. Expert spell, infectious emotions. When you use catharsis, 1 ally within 30 feet gains the activation benefits in addition to yourself. Dude, Stark Magus, something about triggering yourself is so funny to me. You can just become a Twitter troll. These benefits require an emotional focus. They use your focus as they're experiencing an empathetic imprint of your emotions. You just grant it to yourself. That's amazing. Yeah, catharsis is rough. Work yourself up doesn't seem worth it unless there are some that work better. But this is cool. It's like a spellcaster's temporary rage, and I like it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I like it. What does love do? If either you or your focus is confused or controlled, one of you can attempt a new saving throw against the effect, ending the condition if the new save is a success. If both of you are eligible, your emotional focus gets the new save. And while in love, you gain +1 to will saves. If you cast a spell to benefit them, the bonus increases to +3. Very cute. Very cute. Very fun. That's a lot of fun. I like it. LARPing the cathartic mage. As fun as it is, I wouldn't bring your love cathartic mage into LARP. That'd get really awkward. Oh my god. Elemental is... Oh, the new druidic orders! I forgot! The flame orders. You get acrobatics, the fire lung druid feat. You gain the wildfire order spell. Oh my god. Stone... Steadying Stone Druid feat and the Crushing Ground Order spell. Wave. Shore Step and Rising Surf. Fire Lung. You can breathe normally in areas of smoke and you ignore concealment from smoke. You need D10 to recover from persistence. That's insane. That's so good. Especially if you're playing on like Age of Ashes, a Fire Druid's going to be insane. Shore Step, ignore difficult terrain from shallow water. Roll a success on acrobatics to balance. You crit succeed instead. Nice. And Steadying Stone, acrobatics check made to balance on uneven ground. You auto crit succeed. That's just Avatar: The Last Airbender. As long as you remain on the ground, you gain a +2 circumstance bonus. Okay, nice. Like Mountain Stance Monks. Cool. Fire resistance, natural swimmer, sheltering cave. You make a cave? A 20-foot wide, 10-foot high cave? That's cool. This should probably just be a druid spell, but it's cool. Whew. I'm real drunk, guys. I'm sorry. Advanced elemental spell, combustion, stone lance, powerful inhalation, fiery retort. Oh my god, just deal damage back if you get hit. What is this? What am I looking at? Why are you so cocky? Why is your snow leopard on fire? I have questions. Oh my god. Hardened flesh, purifying spell. I don't have time for all of this. Oh my god, so much new druid stuff. Alright, new monk stances. Here we go. Fetch my lemons. I'll burn your house down. You enter a stance of fluid grace as small amounts of water flow with your movements and attack. You can attack with 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Agile, disarm, finesse, non-lethal, trip, unarmed, and water traits. +1 to disarm, swim, or trip. +2 to avoid being disarmed and tripped. This is less important unless you have monastic weaponry. Trip is pretty cool, though. This feat gains your choice of either divine or occult. Stoked Flame. 1d8 slashing flaming spark attacks. Flashing spark attacks. They're in the brawling group. Forceful, non-lethal, sweep, and unarmed. If you have access to the flashing spark's critical specialization, you can take an alternate effect, adding 1d6 persistent fire damage. Cool. You get another 5-foot bonus? Stoked Flame moves even faster than normal monks? Why? Oh my god. Inner Fire. Cold and Fire Resist. Deal fire damage to grabs and grapples. Very cool. Rippling Spin at level 8. You're hit by a physical melee attack. You must end. Okay, you take a step. Okay, it's a fancy attack of opportunity. It's actually better because it lets you step and then attack of opportunity. Cool. 3 actions. You can attack up to 4 different creatures and stride twice, attacking along the way. That's 3 actions for 6 actions. That's incredible. At level 10? Oh my god! That's 6. I mean, granted, multiple attack penalty, but still. Time Traveler Monk went 88 miles per hour. I'm here for it. Wave Spiral. Make an athletics check to trip each creature in a... You could trip like 10 creatures at once with this. That's really good. I see it here. That's really, really neat. I like it. I like the art. I like the idea. It's very cool. Then elemental spells. Are these all... No, these aren't new spells. Page 206. The Elementalist archetype. You're a spellcaster that's specialized in harnessing the 4 elements. How does this work? So, like, prerequisite elemental magic. Is that not every spellcaster? Is this not every spellcaster in the game? Does a cult not get elemental damage? Maybe it's just a cult that doesn't. And you replace your spell list. Left side of the screen? Oh. I can read, I promise. I just choose not to. At least I can admit when I'm being stupid. I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh my god. Arcane or Primal. Gotcha. Interesting. You have a limited selection of spells. If you're a druid, you can choose to replace your starting order spell with Updraft. If you're a wizard with the Arcane School, instead of specializing in School of Magic, you specialize in one of the 4 elements. Cool. Yeah, I see that. It's very limited. Like, at level 1, you can pick from, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I mean, what's cool is this lets some primal casters get some arcane spells and vice versa. It's almost like combining. Like, you're an arcane caster who wants some primal spells or a primal caster who wants some arcane spells. Otherwise, it's fairly limiting, but I think you're better at using those spells. Like, when you take the dedication at first level, even though it says feat 2, you take these at first level. And then you keep them, and then you don't get a second level feat. Interesting. You get resistance against your attuned element. Element. You can add spells to it that fit the theme? Really? Interesting. A dowsing spell. You enhance your spell with water. If your next action is to cast a spell, you soak the target with the spell with water. If the target has persistent acid or fire, it reduces the DC. What's the point? Wait, what's the point of that? I guess you could dowsing spell, add that to your heal spell. So if you heal a target that's on fire, it's easier to put the fire out. Okay, deals extra damage to creatures with a weakness to water. All right, interesting. Not bad. So they don't have to add spells to it whenever they release new... Oh, okay. Dude, right, Tamadesti? I feel like... Tamadesti? I got your name wrong. Tama. I feel like people admitting they're wrong is rare, and I've always been happy to do so. It might be because I went to theater school, and admitting you're wrong is, like, part of being an actor. Like, being like, yes, director, I am wrong. Tell me how to be right. Elemental Familiar, fair enough. Fancy things. Burning Spell... Gains the fire trait, deals persistent fire damage equal to the spell level. Fair enough. Who are you? Look at you, Earth Dwarf, I'm guessing? You take damage from a foe's spell or magical ability with the Earth, Air, Fire, or Water trait. You rapidly metabolize the elemental particles in your opponent's spell. That's cool! If you take the elemental damage, you can quicken yourself. I like that. That's a really unique feat. I love feats that synergize with enemy actions. That's rare. Make a spell Earth. Cast a non-cantrip spell. A number of 5-foot squares in the area equal to the spell level become difficult terrain. And they have to be connected. Lame. Redirect elements. As a reaction, if the spell attack roll for a foe's spell with an elemental trait critically fails against you, you pick a new target. That's cool. A little rare, but then again, at higher levels with how poorly spell casting scales, that's not bad. Wait, you don't have heal? Oh, well, if you're a druid, you do. Wait, no, you don't. Wait, you're right. Elemental doesn't have... You're right. Ugh, that's rough for a druid. An elemental druid can't cast heal. That's a big yikes. Wow. Ugh. Oh my god. There's a lot here though. I'll move on. Flexible prep. Reduce. Oh my god. That's brutal. They can cast whatever they want, but only 2 spells of each slot per day on a wizard? That's rough. That's really rough, yo. And it's your archetype? Yikes. Elemental is a little bit like a war mage, you're right. Cast fewer spells, and you get less cantrips? Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but that's brutal. The following feats aren't available for flexible... That makes sense, yeah. Yikes. Yeah, that makes sense, but it's still scary. Alright, Geomancy. This is one I've been super interested in. What time is it? 6:06? I'll need to wrap this up soon. So how does Geomancy work? Aquatic, Arctic, Desert, Forests. Oh my god. The archetype. You need to be trained in nature and able to cast spells from spell slots, and at least one of them has the Air, Cold, Earth, Fire, Plant, or Water trait. Whew. Yeah, flexible spellcasting has been pretty heavily nerfed. It's rough. That's true. You can't get cantrips with items, and it does make cantrip expansion more useful, but it's still scary. It is good for those who want 5e casting, but it almost feels penalizing to do so. When you expend a spell slot to cast a spell with a trait that corresponds to the type of terrain you are currently in, you gain terrain attunement. So, like, if you cast a water spell in water, you gain swim speed. If you cast a cold spell in the cold, enemies must attempt a fortitude save. Interesting. So, my problem with Geomancy is it's very complicated. There's a lot here. You need to be paying attention to where you are and the spells you cast. Like, if you want to take advantage of the swamp you're in, you need to make sure whatever spell you cast has the plant trait. And summon plant doesn't do anything because it only has a bonus effect against foes that take effect from your spell. At the same time, they get another fortitude save on top of the spell you cast. So if you use something like the big rampant growth spell or whatever it's called that deals damage with the plant trait, your opponents need to make another fortitude save based on your swamp Geomancy. I don't think I'm a fan of this. What's up, Jacob? Welcome. I think this is too much. Unfortunately, I think geomancy is too much. There's a feat that lets you change the terrain. That's cool. But there is a point where there's too much written down. Like, I don't think this is a problem if a GM decides to homebrew this on the spot. Like, oh yeah, you summon a plant in the middle of the swamp, and because you're in a swamp, the plant is stronger, or it causes something to happen. I think it's too niche. Yes, Rylan. And I think... I don't know. There's too much going on here. There's too much to think about. And this is the kind of thing that will take you out of the game. Obviously, not everybody. But if I'm playing a Geomancer, I'm not going to be in character thinking about how to survive in this swamp and how best to prepare. I'm going to be thinking, okay, what spells do I prepare to take advantage of the swamp around me? And whenever I cast a spell, I can't let the GM forget about the persistent poison damage equal to half the... It's too much. It's too much, Paizo. There's too much going on here. Good for NPCs, but even then the GM needs to think about all this. Are you always Sky if you're outdoors? No, I think Sky is designed to be like in midair. It's too much. It's a free action once every 10 minutes. You can cast a spell, change the terrain to match your spell. Cool. That's true, Devin. Not everything is made for every table. And I think that's fair, and I think that's what a lot of people get on. Like, I'm not mad at this. There are people on Twitter who will complain that, wow, I can't believe how overcomplicated Geomancer is. When in reality, you can ignore it. You know, you don't have to use Geomancy. And Gorlin, I think you put it perfectly there. It's too much for too little. You know, if you're in a swamp and you are a wizard who specifically took Geomancer, so you specifically prepare a plant trait offensive spell at level 4 so that anybody who takes damage from that spell takes 1 or 2 persistent poison damage. All of that setup, all of that pre-planning, all of that for a fortitude save, they might just succeed anyway. Thank you for the $1.99, Jacob, and the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It's you put it perfectly. It's too much for too little. Yeah, Joe. I think for some NPCs, if you have a specific spell in mind and a specific environment, it works really well. As far as player character options, this is a lot, and I'm not the biggest fan. I haven't read everything verbatim. Maybe it's better once you read everything top to bottom, but it is a lot. Now, I know ley lines, I can't read too much into this, but I know these are more of a GM tool. I like, oh my god, what's wrong with your face? What's wrong with your face? There's a lot of ley line usage. This is too much for my drunk brain to handle. But this is a GM tool. Gives your players some abilities based on their magical recall knowledge abilities. Talk about a lot for a little, ley lines. What I like is this can facilitate more flavorful combat. True. Absolutely. Especially if you have enemies with Geomancy, you can make some fun, unexpected things happen. But for a player, it's very particular, and they need to keep a lot of things on in mind. Cool. Yeah, ley lines, I remember them talking about it at PaizoCon. It's like, basically, you can spend an action to get bonuses of meta magic, even if you don't have that meta magic. Like Reach and Widen spell. You deal an additional 1d8 persistent damage of the ley lines type. It's cool. I like that there's backlash. So there's negative aspects to taking advantage of the ley line. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm same Will. It's sad, but I agree. I'm a little bummed out at Geomancer. It's just a little too complicated. Yeah, no, Jacob, I agree. It seems like a bit much. So pervasive magic, I'm not going to look too much into. Add some background, add some feats, but this is basically if you want to play a campaign with a ton of magic, pervasive spellcasting is a way to do it. You can even rules for giving creatures magic. I like that a lot. You know, if you're fighting a level 11 creature that doesn't usually have magic, here's some examples of magic you can give it, and some DCs and stuff. I like it. It's cool. They even have it for all of the different spell traditions. I like it. Very cool. Nothing I need to really look into right now, but very, very neat. Even some ideas of how to use it on the Inner Sea region. I like it. That's really, really neat. It's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of stuff they didn't have to do, but they did. And I give you props for that, Paizo. For the people who want to use that, it's amazing. I don't know what shadow magic is. I haven't actually looked into it. Shadowcaster options. Any tradition of magic, divine or occult are more likely. Primal practitioners are rare. Arcane are slightly more likely to use shadow magic. Uncommon. Okay. So what does it do? Here's like a bunch of lore and flavor. Ustalav makes a ton of sense. Been away a few hours, Johan. We're pretty drunk. We're skimming. I'll probably be wrapping up in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Shadow magic is the opposite of sonic. Let's look at the archetype. You sacrifice a piece of your spirit, allowing the powers of shadow into your being. You can no longer cast light spells. If an ability would have the light spell, you don't gain it. Wow. You gain Cloak of Shadow. I don't know what that does, but you also get focus spells. Hidden Darkness whispers to you. Add Shadow Blast, Shadow Siphon, and Shadow Walk from the core rulebook to your spell list, as well as Replicate, Shadow Army, Shadow Projectile, and Shadow Raid. You can thus potentially learn these spells even if they aren't normally. Cool. Thanks to Stark Maxim, I do get the joke. That shadow magic is the opposite of sonic magic. Will, I should end the stream right now. I should take away your moderator status, and I should end the stream. But I won't, because I care about all of the other 265 people watching. What you see is what you get. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Disciple of Shade. You've delved deeper into the mysteries of shadow. You gain Inscrutable Mask, whatever that does. I'm a Will stan. Will, how does it feel? You have people standing you in chat. You attach a piece of your shadow to a spell to cloud the senses and cause mischief. If the next action you take is to cast a spell with the shadow trait, choose one creature affected by it. They get a +2 to stealth or -2 to perception. Very cool. As a level 8 feat, though, I don't know how I feel about that. As a level 8 feat, that's kind of weak. Maybe there's ways to use it, but that seems really weak for a level 8 feat. The Will fandom having a great day. I actively oppose. Des, get out of here! You can't just be here to support Will. That's cheating. Guys, I've had a lot to drink. Oh, I hope my girlfriend gets home soon. What is Shadow Reservoir? Your own shadow speaks to you, providing knowledge of spells and a reservoir of power. Your shadow reservoir contains a single spell of every... Okay, this is just the classic archetype feat that gives you an extra spell slot of every spell 2 levels lower than your highest. You can spontaneously cast a spell from your shadow by using one of your spell slots. Cool. Spells cast from your shadow gain the shadow trait. Ooh, very cool. If a spell requires an attack roll, use the higher of the attack's AC or their will DC. See, this is the kind of thing I don't understand. What? Why is that necessary? If the spell requires an attack roll, use the higher of their AC or will DC. If the spell uses a saving throw, use their will save or their normal save, whichever is... Why? That's unnecessary. Why not just use the appropriate save or use their armor class? See, I don't often get mad at Paizo for being too overcomplicated, but this is too much. Why are you changing spells just because you cast them from your reservoir? Just use the normal spell attack or saving throw. The spells are often complicated enough. Because imagine, okay, you're a high-level shadow wizard, and you cast summon kind, or you can't use that, but you summon something, you cast fireball from your shadow reservoir. All of a sudden, your fireball now also has the shadow trait. Okay, are there any enemies that interact with the shadow trait? Yes, this guy resists spells with the shadow trait and reduces their damage. Whatever. Okay, now all of them need to make a reflex save. Actually, they need to make a will save, but if their reflex save is higher, they actually use their will save against this fireball instead. Okay, they're tied. Which one do I use? Doesn't matter. It's too much! Paizo! It's too much! Just change it or don't. It'd be fine if it was like, use their will save instead of the normal save. That's fine. But don't make it use their will save or their normal save depending on which one's higher. That makes the GM have to do more work. That makes the player less sure of what they're going to do. It doesn't help anybody. It just makes this so unnecessary and makes half of their spells way more complicated than they need to be. Oh, I cast Scorching Ray. Oh, but I'm casting it from my Shadow Reservoir. So what's higher, GM? Their will save or their armor class? Oh, their will save's higher. Okay, so my spell attack roll is actually attacking their will DC. You don't need to make a will save, but I need to roll higher than 10 plus their will save for my attack roll. That's ridiculous. Welcome back, Josh. Yeah, honestly, Josh. So, Josh, the character sheets tailored to their class and archetype, I think that's legit for something like Spheres of Power and Spheres of Might. Having a unique character sheet makes sense. They shouldn't need a character sheet tailored to their base class in official rulebooks. Like, obviously, I understand. Secrets of Magic, they've made a point, is not part of Pathfinder's core rule set. You know, Bestiary 1 through 3... core rulebook, and advanced player's guide. That's the core rules. Beyond that, they can get ridiculous and overcomplicated, but I don't know. It's designed to represent the fact they can either see through the illusion or shrug off the effect. Nonat, you're drunk and overreacting. Give me your keys. That's my phone. I thought my keys were in my pocket. It's actually my phone. I'm sorry. I have feelings, and I'm sure... Read the last bit. If you have more than one source of spells, you can cast with spell slots, such as if you're a spellcaster with a multi-class archetype. Choose one source of spells. Oh, you mean this part. Each time a creature fails its saving throw against a spell cast from your reservoir, you gain a small tattoo out of pure shadow stuff. What? Why? What? Why? I don't understand. Why? I don't understand the point. Tainted by shadow, I guess? Flavor? But like, because it's cool? But every time? Cast a spell, get a tramp stamp. Classy. I don't like this. I don't like this, chat. I'm sorry. Tattoos work with a later mechanic? Your Shadow Reservoir gains an additional spell one level below. In addition, okay, so you get one higher. In addition, the tattoos generated by casting shadow spells protect your body. You gain negative resistance equal to the highest level of spell you can cast from spell slots. Okay, so at level 12 you gain 6 resistance to negative damage. Neat. You pull the power of shadow within your eyes, gaining the ability to gather darkness into a turbulent or gain dark light. Okay. Look at this. Is this not every 14-year-old DeviantArt account? Yes, Kenneth, we've already covered Summoner. I'm sorry. So, Josh, honestly, the way I would house rule this, the way I would house rule it to make it better, is I would allow my player to pick. I would allow my player to pick whether they want to use the... I would not tell them which is higher, but I will allow my player, do you want to target their AC or their will DC? Do you want to target the normal saving throw or their will saving throw? This would allow it to be more diverse, and the player would be responsible for what happens, not an uncontrollable mechanic. I hate this. I agree if it only used will, it'd be better, but I agree with your kind of blowing the complex. Of course I am. I am blowing it out of proportion because that's the only way the internet knows how to explain things. No, obviously I'm over-explaining things because A, I'm drunk, and B, I'm exaggerating to get the point across. That's how the internet works, and I hate it. But it's Arthas from Warcraft. You're not wrong, but you're not right. Yeah, it's a lot. Oh, shut up, Gorlin. I'm throwing shade at shadow casting. Yeah, no, I think I wish you could pick rather than always using the higher. What'd you think of the Summoner? There's a lot to it. I think it's really cool, and it's not that complicated once you've picked your Eidolon, but it's very overwhelming and complicated, and I would not recommend it as a first character in Pathfinder. These streams are so fun. The energy is infectious. Thank you, Taco. I'm sorry I have to end it. It's already 6:30. Shadow Familiar. There's so much to shadow casting. Oh, my word. Soul Seeds. I wish I had more time to go over these. Soul Seeds are a special type of relic, though because they bind to the soul of the creature that carries them, they can't be removed. That's right. These are the things you can steal from people by killing them, which is cool. Like, yeah, so these are relics that grow with you. Instead of a relic being an item, they grow inside you, which is neat. Like the archetype coming up? All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more. I see you, Kenneth. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe third or fourth character. I'd say you can get away with second, but... I think maybe the benefit would be possible that targeting will wouldn't stack MAP. No, I think it would. I absolutely think it would. Soul-forged armaments, I think, are cool. Yeah, you bind an item to your soul when select... Oh, it's an archetype. I thought this was going to be a variant rule, not an archetype. I blame Nonat for taking so much time on Shadow Magic that I now have to listen to Throw It All Away from Sonic Adventure 2. You're welcome. Don't worry, I'll stream Sonic Adventure 2 sometime. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll do that on Friday. I thought about streaming something on Friday and making this just a week of streams. Maybe I'll stream Sonic Adventure 2. When you take Soul Forger, you must choose a soul path. For example, weird. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry again. This is too much for drunk Nonat. Like, Maria. I can't. This is too much. It's too much. It's too much for drunk me. I'm sorry. I wish I could look more into this. It's like a 5e oath. Cool. I like it, but man, I can't read this right now. It's too much. Look at this art. Isn't she cool? She's looking like a snack, though. I can't. I'm sorry. I've had too much. I've had 4.5 drinks, probably 12 to 15% ABV. What are the prereqs for soul armament? Let me see. Prereqs are Wisdom 14 or the ability to cast divine spells. That's not too bad. I like that it's or and not and. That's cool. Oh, canon. Trust me. Trust me. There's going to be a lot of videos. Honestly, each of these archetypes and sub-magic systems are going to need a video. I'm planning to bust out a ton of Secrets of Magic content. There's just the 7 deadly sins, but there's... This is too much. I don't think this is too much for a sober player. I think this is too much for me, because I am intoxicated. It's too much. You're cute. I like you. Y'all, I think we're done. I think we're good. I think I'm going to call the stream. We're pretty much to the bottom of the book. There's true names and stuff, but all these fancy magics, I'm just too intoxicated to understand. So, I think I'm going to end it. Can I go to this? Am I bigger here? Am I bigger? Hey, I'm bigger here. Oh, no one cares about that. Go away. There we go. Thank you, guys. Oh my god. Thank you. There's still 250 of you. Y'all are insane. The next few weeks are going to be insane. Because, yeah, next week I'm going on a flight to visit my friend who's getting married. The week after that is Gen Con. 2 weeks after that I'm going to visit my grandparents. So, I'm going to try to bulk record a bunch of junk. And hopefully get all of that done and scheduled for you guys to enjoy. I think Friday is going to be another stream. I don't know yet. I'll keep you guys updated. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Yeah, Dez there in chat is going to be at Gen Con with me. It's going to be super fun. Thank you guys for doing this insane stream with me. This went incredible. This went beyond my expectations. You're all amazing. I'm going to go drink some water. I'm going to go eat some dinner. And then in 30 minutes, I'm going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. That's right, not Pathfinder, D&D. So you lot better be prepared to flame me in the comments of this video VOD, because I'm going to go play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm going to have a bunch of fun rolling a D20 on my basic little fighter. I tried to end the stream there, but there's a confirmation, so now I need to end the stream.